Hello.
Hello,
I
hello.
was singing "Kiss from a Rose" as I was coming in.
Yes, I was gonna play that, but I don't want to get copyright.
Well,
So
we
yeah,
could just sing it together. That'd be funny.
yes.
Right, man. Before you start, I want to actually share it on my stream on my
Oh,
thing.
I already started going live.
Oh, you already did?
Yeah, you jumped in.
Oh God! Damn it!
You know what? No. We haven't started the movie yet, so you can still share it. So
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say we're gonna start by singing and shit. That would have been fun.
see, that was my mistake. I literally no, it's funny, Jack. I was about to start the broadcast, and then you jumped in. So like literally, like clicks going live. So yes,
You're saying, "Ah, ball lickers."
yeah. We you know what? Let's start it.
Bat nipples.
You know what? Let's start singing it now. Da, 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 da.
I was gonna say, baby, if I could pay you to a kiss from a rose on the grave.
Ooh, the more I feel of you, stranger.
I love that shit.
Such a great song. All right, you got people in the chat saying hi, Big Chungus Films, Big Jack Films.
More big Schumacher films.
Big
I really like to apologize. God, no, know what? I'm so sad 2020 took Joel Schumacher.
I know. I miss Joel Schumacher. Joel Schumacher.
You know what it is? Here's the thing. I've started to realize with Batman and Robin, especially, that wasn't his fault. He was just making a good movie. It was fucking Warner Brothers and the toy. It was fucking Kenner.
It was those damn toys. Those fucking toys.
You know, it's the fucking look. And you know what? Apparently, I found out. I did some research. Actually, the reason Kenner sold their property to Hasbro in the late 90s, around 98, 99, was because they put so much money in Batman and Robin that when the movie tanked, they actually almost filed for bankruptcy.
Oh, wow.
So that movie was so bad, it also killed Kenner.
Wow.
Like, that is crazy.
It's weird because there was a lot of people I knew who had Batman and Robin toys. I had a lot of Batman and Robin toys.
I had Batman and Robin toys. I had the Batmobile. I had I had every Batmobile from the movies. I had like I had one. I didn't have the 89 one, but I had the it was a toy that Kenner put out. It was like the Batwing from 89, but you remove the center section and it becomes a three-wheel Batmobile.
Right.
And it also turned into like a flying vehicle. I'm like, why hasn't no Batman movie done that yet? Where the car becomes all the vehicles. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen the Chipmunks episode Batmonk, which
yes, I had that on VHS, and I remember the beginning of it. It would have Will Smith talking about the Chipmunks.
Alvin, Simon, Theodore, all for one. It's the 90s, and they're still getting the job done.
Yes, that, and then you have Michael Jackson dancing with Alvin.
They literally incorporated an animated Alvin into Michael Jackson. Oh wow, that came out wrong.
What would you guys do with the fifth movie in this series?
I want to go. Okay, I would like to go first, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
For one, I know Joel wanted to do both a darker. He felt the fans deserved a proper Batman, so he wanted to do a darker film. He actually wanted to do it as not only a sequel but a prequel, taking a lot of elements from Batman Year One. We were going to explore more of Bruce's history before he became Batman in '89, because this is before the Flashpoint, where they've declared that the Schumacher and Burton movies are in different continuities, which technically makes. Know what's funny about Batman Forever? Would this technically be one of the first superhero reboots?
Actually, now that I think about it, it kind of might be.
It was essentially the first superhero reboot.
Yeah, first superhero, because James Bond kind of had that thing where they had kind of yeah, I guess you're right, unless if you count like different Earths. No, this would technically be the first superhero reboot if you think about that retroactively.
And at least it was a good reboot. That's the thing about Batman Forever. It's a good reboot. Right,
and then the second successful reboot was Batman Begins then. So Batman wins the reboot game.
Yeah, I mean, I like Superman Returns.
Superman Returns is too long and boring for me. I love the opening scene with the epic John Williams music. The opening is great. The rest of the movie, it's just kind of a snooze fest. That's my issue with Superman Returns. But yeah, there's Attack of the Super Monsters. Have you seen that, Jack?
I have not seen Attack. No, I've seen Movie Bob talk about it.
Okay, so
it's weird. It's like anime mixed with like tokusatsu dinosaur guys in suits.
Somebody made a Big Chungus Films. GMK boy said he was making a Big Chungus Films thing.
Is it a YouTube poop? Please let it be a YouTube poop.
I don't know if it is. He'll have to leave a comment on it. So, did you share the?
Yeah, I did share it and everything. So I'm ready to go. I'm using the Blu-ray.
Yep, I'm using the Blu-ray. So, Jack, what I started
No,
to
which
do this.
Blu-ray? Which Blu-ray, Sean? Are you? Because I have the Batman anthology Blu-rays.
I have just the one. You know, hang on. Let me go grab it. It's right by the TV.
You should show your face during these things. Don't be a coward, Sean.
Okay, I just do it. Did it be? You know, okay, I will. I'll do that today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that exact same Blu-ray. That's the one I got.
So we're using the anthology Blu-ray. So for those who would like to follow along, you can grab either your Batman Forever Blu-ray, DVD, or even if you still have your VHS. Just make sure you skip all the commercials. We're not watching those commercials for Free Willy 2, The Adventure Home, and
well, Jack, when I say 3, 2, 1, go, I'm just gonna hit play on my timer right here, so everyone will be perfectly synced up, so they can always look right at the timer because it'll start as soon as I hit 3, 2, 1, go, and then boom. All right.
But before we start, I do want to get a drink and I do want to use the bathroom. So the bat room.
Yes, the bat room. Are you gonna get your Diet Coke?
I'll get drive-through.
All right. All right, so while Jack's doing that, when he gets back, he can entertain for a second while I get that. So everybody who's seen Batman Forever, you can go ahead and get your copy ready to go. We're going to be commentating over the entire movie. We're going to read some comments. We're going to laugh. We're going to have a good time. Hey, Matthew Wayne, welcome in. What? The image is done. Sweet. Where is... Yes, this is the comment. Let's start this party with a bang. Yeah. Tommy Lee Jones's Two-Face is so over the top that I love it. So, yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. When Jack gets back, I'm going to go grab a drink for myself and grab some snacks, and then we'll get started on this thing. Matthew Wayne, welcome in. GMK Boy 2001, where do you have the image?
Well, I'll say this, too, as I watch this amazing motion picture. I'm having not a Diet Coke. I don't have Diet Coke, unfortunately, everybody. But I have regular Coke, and I'm going to be drinking it in my collector's McDonald's. Show that on the big screen, John.
All right, hang on. Let me... can I... No. I'm trying to... How do you... Wait, I'm trying to figure...
I think you have to click on mine. You have to put it on full screen.
I'm trying... Let's see. Do I do solo layout?
Oh, there
we go.
So there, it's my collector's Batman Forever McDonald's cup. They made 4 of these back in '95. And there was Batman, it was Two-Face, it was the Riddler, and they have Robin. I don't have Robin. I'm looking for Robin.
Okay, so they sent you on Instagram, Jack, was the image.
Yeah, what? Okay, let me look this up on Instagram.
All right.
I'll go on my phone for that.
All right. You do that. I'll be right back on to grab my drink, and you got your snacks ready. You got your
just leave me with the audience, and I guess I'll explain my kind of back history with Batman Forever.
Okay, you do that. Do you have your Warner Brothers ball cap by any chance?
Well, you can't do a Warner Brothers movie without a Warner Brothers ball cap. I do not. I have my utility belt, but I'm not going to worry about that.
Wait, I got my shit. And
no, actually, you know what I'm going to do? Here's what I'm going to put in the background. In the background. Hold up.
I got my Warner Brothers ball cap here. Oh, wait, hang on. Let me
find something. I got the perfect thing to put in the background for this terrible movie. Well, not terrible movie, but...
We love Batman Forever.
I know. How about this? Batman Forever on Super Nintendo.
I got that too.
Now we're in deep shit because this game is trash. This game is awful. This is you know what? It's made by the guys who did Mortal Kombat. But okay, I'll admit, you know what? I will say I really dig Super Nintendo artwork and like how they look. It's so retro.
Right.
Like, you see these in the video store. It's like, oh yeah. Like, can we just point out with Batman Forever how kick-ass is that poster?
That's an awesome poster. You know what's funny? I have both that and Batman Returns on.
I have a Batman and Robin poster, but I want a Batman Forever poster.
I have a Batman '89 and a Batman and Robin poster back there, but I need Batman Returns and I need Batman Forever somewhere. I will get those one day, so I'm gonna go grab.
Yeah, so I'll explain my history with Batman Forever.
All right, good. You entertain for a minute. I'll be right back.
Full screen.
All right.
Right. So yeah, for those who don't know, Batman Forever and we go a long way back. Back when I was a kid. This was my first Batman movie I saw in theaters when I was, I'd say, 3 years old. And funny enough, it's so funny because now that I'm living in my own apartment, I'm actually living in the town I actually grew up with in the 90s. In fact, right down the road from me is the movie theater that has since closed. It was a Famous Player Cinema, is where I saw Batman Forever, and it was on a high floor, rise floor. It's been closed and turned into a Good Life Fitness, but that's where I saw Batman Forever, my first Batman movie in 1995, and I loved it. I remember getting it on VHS, and when I opened that thing up, the first thing I did was I put on my little kitty Halloween Batman costume, and I was on my parents' bed, and I was watching it on a really small TV on a VHS, and I was jumping up and down, pretending to be Batman and stuff. It was great times, and I had all the toys from Kenner. I had the Batmobile with the three things, so you could like convert it into, like, you take the two pieces of wheels off, you can convert it into the two, put the wings on, make it the Batwing. It became also the Batboat. It was pretty cool. It was pretty awesome. This toy. I had all the action figures. I had Two-Face, the Riddler, Robin, Batman, all the different Batmans. I had the one that kind of spread open its wings with these rubber wings. And what was cool about the rubber wings is that I actually would remove those. I would use all the little gadget things the oversized gadget gun things that Batman had. And when I was playing Batman, I would use those as actual gadgets. So the fold-up rubber Batwing toy, I would turn that into a Batarang. I would throw it at people. I took the little grappling missile guns, and I would put little string and actually use it as a bat rope. I did all that stuff as a kid. It was great. Batman Forever that's part of my childhood. Batman Forever was just a part of my childhood. So I was there in 95. I was explaining, Sean, the theater, the first time I saw Batman Forever, it was my first Batman movie in cinemas. I'm right down the road from the old theater at East do that. It's since closed. It's now a Good Life Fitness, but I'm basically, as we're watching this, I'm re-experiencing my childhood from like 25 years ago.
Wow, that's pretty epic. But I got my soft drink. I don't have popcorn. I got my Warner Brothers ball cap though.
That's a Batman. That's a bat cap.
It's still, you know what? Officially licensed Warner Brothers. There we go.
I can't remember if I have a Warner. I think, you know what? I think I do have a Warner Brothers ball cap. I just don't know where the hell it is.
Right. So this counts. So everyone's got it good to go. Let me do I do a start?
Matthew Wayne. Oh, Mr. Wayne is here.
Oh yes, Matthew Wayne is here.
All right.
No, you know what? I wonder if we could put up, like, while we're waiting, like while we're watching the movie, like if you could put up like little GIFs to kind of sum up what we're talking about.
Not sure if I know how to do that. I just got the timer on there.
If you go on, no, actually, ow. I put my finger. If you go on Google and you can just Google image like Batman Forever GIFs, you can find all kinds of shit. And you just put those on screen.
All right, I'll try and figure out what to do. If you want to do that on your end too, Jack, you can do that because I want to keep the timer up there so people can see.
Yeah, I don't know how to do the screen share thing though.
Oh, you just do screen share and then I can add it to the stream.
Yeah, you know what? I'll do that. Let me go find some Batman Forever GIFs.
All right,
put those on screen. So
we'll wait 2 more minutes. So at like 9:30, we'll just go ahead and push play. So that's 2 minutes from now. So we got everybody watching, and then we'll because the movie's 2 hours, like 1 minute and 35 seconds. I got it queued up right here.
Yeah, you know, I'm actually gonna get a bunch of GIFs that we can show on screen while we're watching the movie.
Right.
But yeah, like I love Batman Forever. I love the look. I love the style. I love the toys. I love I have the album. I do have the album.
I believe it or not, I had the album on cassette tape.
It's funny because like when the movie came out, that's when I first obviously heard the song Seal, and me and my mom loved that song. That we actually we would used to ride in the car and play it on the old cassette tape in the car, which was pretty cool.
Jack, you got to show the image.
What image?
GMK Boy sent the Big Chungus Films thing.
All right, I'm going to go find it right now.
All right, he's going to pull it up, and then we're going to add it to the stream. But then we'll go ahead and start the movie in a second. I hope everyone's excited because I'm excited to rewatch Batman Forever. I know I did Batman and Robin with Kaiju Network who had never seen it, which was really funny. And Jack didn't even need to see the movie. He knew every single line.
Yeah, I'm just going to grab a couple of GIFs that we can show on the thing. Oh, that's a nice one. I like that one. It's the poster with like fog and fire and shit.
Nice.
I'll have all these saved so we can like pull them up when we need to. Oh, I fucking love this movie.
All right, it's 9:30. Should we push play?
Yeah, let me get it all set up. Okay, so
right.
Let me go up. Let me just go on Instagram and find this thing that somebody sent.
All right, we're gonna find this thing. Then we'll come back. Or he's gonna find it. and then we're gonna put the image on screen, and then we're going to do watch this movie.
Did they send it in Messenger? Okay, show my screen.
All right, hang on.
And let me go here. Share screen, Chrome tab, Instagram. That's amazing. I'm keeping that.
Yes, amazing.
I love that.
Amazing.
Okay, so let me go find some gifts so people know, like when we start plus play, we can actually do some stuff.
All right, once I get the timer up there, I'll play it for a minute or two. If somebody wants to know the timer, just tell us in the chat like you want the time, and then we'll put the timer right up on screen. So anybody who wants to know that just another one thing.
Okay. Hang on. How do I get out of here? Where the fuck? Okay. Slideshow. Open with. Set as. How do I? Hang on. I gotta try to escape from this. One moment. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I have the first gift already up, so you can like share that. Let me just go to screen grab.
All right.
Chrome tab.
We'll put it up once we get the timer going. But so if we want to just so it'll look like this right there.
Yeah,
oh, that's pretty cool. I love those motion poster things.
Love those.
So
okay, so are we ready to go?
Ready, everyone.
10, 9, 8,
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Play.
Let's start this party with a bang. Yeah. All right.
Oh, let's go. I'm hyped.
Oh, I'm fucking.
I love the logo. That's great.
Right.
Okay, can we just point out how cool the music is? That logo. Yes. And I love that. That is the Bat font to me.
Yeah, that font is pretty spectacular. The movie with or without the ads.
I remember when I saw this in the theater when I was a 3-year-old. It was like, whoa! These
right. We better talk loud so we don't get the copyright thing with the music. Or if you want to lower your volume slightly.
Yeah, I'll lower mine. Oh my god, this movie kicked. Oh!
Dun, 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 dun. I mean, these title cards are great. And then you have the logo pop. Like I said, this is a drastic shift in tone.
This, I love the logo. Just, oh! Batman forever.
Like, this is a drastic tonal shift.
Don't forget your pants sweater. You catch a death.
There it is. There's the suit up. It kind of resembles the '89 suit, just with the nips on there.
The album, the emblem is a great upgrade. That's the thing. People are like, I don't like the Val Kilmer suit. I think it's a nice update.
Yep.
Like a slick update. And then,
I have that toy car. Jack knows I was trying to fix it with the batteries, but the damn thing has got corrosion on it.
One of the greatest toys ever made. And I don't even call it the Batmobile. I call it the Neon Mobile. The blue mobile.
All right, and then you have the Schumacher zoom-ins.
Here it is. The line for the commercials.
Take a sandwich with you, sir.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'll get drive-through.
God, that made such a cool toy. You know who I realized was in this? Renee Auberjonis, who is the head of Arkham Asylum. He was Roy Bagley in Kong 76.
Oh, Dr. Burton?
Yeah, and Rick Baker. Like, there's 2 Kong people in this movie. Rick Baker did the makeup, and Renee, who was the head of Arkham Asylum, he's Roy Bagley in Kong. He's the one with the oil. Oh, told that you'll get rid of your Batmobile with mule piss.
I love the set design. '89 still is the best set design, I think, out of all the Batman movies. But I love the neon-looking Gotham. It's otherworldly. And I love the shot of the coin, too. I think this is one of the coolest shots in the movie.
The Kenner action figure for Two-Face actually came with that a full-size coin.
Yep. You're counting on the Winged Avenger to deliver, aren't you?
And why does this guy remind me of, like, Wayne Knight?
I thought so, too. This guy is one of the worst actors in any Batman movie. Oh, it's boiling! It's boiling acid!
Oh, my God. Yeah, but yeah, this is, like, the production design is great. Actually, those shots of the crowds, I found out that was shot in New York.
Oh, cool.
That was, because the thing is, Gotham has gone to several places in the world to shoot their movies. So in Batman '89, it was London. They shot all of it in a studio and a soundstage. Batman Returns was in, I believe, Warner Brothers. They shot the movie. Batman Forever for New York, or for Gotham was New York. Batman and Robin was just all set. And then the whole Dark Knight trilogy, that was Chicago. And then for Suicide Squad, Toronto here doubled as Gotham.
BVS Detroit, all Michigan.
Yeah, it's funny how Gotham has just gone from it's like take the best elements from every city, take the most ghetto areas and make it look like Gotham.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this: how does acid turn your face purple?
Yeah. Okay. When we get to that part, Batman is in the courtroom in his bat suit.
Yeah. Oh, and can we just point out that Commissioner Gordon just does nothing in these movies?
And can we point out how hot Nicole Kidman is too?
Oh my God, she's hot in this.
I think Nicole. Oh, that shot too is pretty cool.
It's so green screeny, but I love her first line.
Hot entrance.
Yeah, Val Kilmer looks like, I feel like the suit almost is glued to his skin.
Right. And the thing with Val Kilmer had the best live action Batman voice, no module or anything.
It was him and Ben Affleck that got the closest to Kevin Conroy.
Right. Affleck had this. They did something smart with that. They did the voice modulator, which actually I thought worked pretty well. It solved like kind of the Bat voice issue. But Kilmer's is just naturally a really good, powerful voice.
Can we just point out how Commissioner Gordon has a giant wart on his forehead?
Never noticed that.
Yeah.
Gordon does nothing in these movies. He progressively got worse and worse as the series went on.
Yeah, I know what it is. He wasn't Gordon. You know who he was? Chief O'Hara.
He was. Holy shit. He was. Once we get to Schumacher.
Holy tarnations, Batman. We got to summon the bat signal.
Batman 89, it felt like he was trying to do something, and then he just gradually got worse and worse.
Have you seen the original costume designs that they had planned for Kilmer for this movie?
No, not to my knowledge.
They actually were going to go with the gray and black.
Oh, nice. I like his silver suit at the end. I thought that was cool. No Batman.
I like the sonar suit. It's called the sonar suit.
Here it is.
Ah!
Yeah!
Oh, yeah! Oh, that would have been a great area for a freaking Kool-Aid commercial. Like, imagine that. And here's the thing with Two-Face's minions. They look like gimps with Tommy guns. They're gimps.
They are. They pretty much are.
Okay, I'll say this. I love the Tommy guns in this.
Blast him! Tommy Lee Jones is trying to overact Jim Carrey.
Yeah, but I love I want one of those guns with like the neon drums. Like, Can somebody mod that into a Nerf gun? They look like Nerf guns.
They do. Open sesame. You know what? Release the Schumacher cut.
I think he deserves it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love this fight scene. Like, the fight scenes in this are great.
Yeah, you know what? Schumacher could be it has made some really good stuff. I love Batman Forever. You know what? I don't know, like, it's tough for me to choose my second favorite of the older Batman movies, because, like, I love Batman Returns a lot, but, like, I feel like I've connected more with Forever. It feels like
I just want to point out, I love the gadgets, how they all have, like, neon lights.
Mm-hmm. Like this, if you wanted to ask somebody like what a comic book movie is, like if you've never seen one before, I feel like Forever is kind of like a comic come to life pretty well.
It's that, and it's also, well, this is one thing this is like in every other movie. Why is there always a minion with swords? Like the thing is with the original 4 Batman movies. Oh, I love this line coming up with the guard because it's like he's just channeling Admiral Akbar. Right here.
Oh, it's a trap!
It's a trap!
Okay, somebody's asking what the Schumacher cut is. Basically, it's the director's cut of Batman Forever, because Batman Forever was a lot darker movie initially. There's at least like 30 or 40 minutes of footage that was cut from the initial cut of the movie.
The question is, would they keep the score, or would they go back to Danny Elfman?
No, they'd still keep the Elliot Goldenthal score and just add that in there. But I think it would be cool to see. Just like apparently, like some people are looking for all this lost footage because it exists. They didn't delete it all because there's some on the DVDs and Blu-rays.
Can you imagine what it was like to shoot that scene in New York that night?
Oh, it would have been fun.
That would have been fun. Like, Batman!
Even if you watch the trailers, there's bits of footage with Tommy Lee Jones where he's just like, if the Bat wants to play,
he'll play.
See, you and I know
my
this movie.
boy dead.
Oh no, it's boiling.
Acid!
This guy is one of the worst actors, but I kind of love it. It's hilarious. Oh no!
I feel like if they had gotten him, this would have been played by Wayne Knight. Mm-hmm. But he was too busy making Space Jam. Another Warner Brothers movie.
Oh,
a year later.
Again, some of the CGI, a lot of it looks pretty bad, but you know what? The sets are colorful. It's a fun movie.
It looks so much better on Blu-ray, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, that's my hearing aid. Yeah, and that's the thing too. Batman has to use a hearing aid. Does he not have an earpiece in his fucking cowl?
Well, his cowl's probably just sandwiched to his face. He can't breathe or.
But it's like, yeah, you got all this shit on your utility belt that doesn't show a thing until it's on camera, but you don't have a fucking hearing thing. I love every shot in these movies that show like a close up of the grappling guns.
Mm-hmm.
I love how like every time Batman goes into battle, every grappling gun looks different.
Okay, can we just acknowledge the fact that his little fucking grappling gun is able to support the weight of this damn thing?
Well, it's like Valerian steel.
That guy's scream.
Yeah, like those wire. It's wire. It's not really string. It's wire. So can you imagine in the theater seeing this and everybody's just like, the whole opening scene is an action scene.
Right, and it's a lot of fun.
So like, just get to the action right away. We don't need to do all the suspense about Batman. Just fucking show him do his thing.
Right, it jumps you in. It's not like Batman and Robin where it just kind of drags on and on. Like, it's fun.
I'll say this too. The design of Gotham in this, you know what it reminds me of, is Blade Runner.
Yeah, it definitely has that influence. You got more statues. It's not as overdone as Batman and Robin.
Yeah, like it's all models, because that's all. It's funny. This is all John Dykstra's work, who actually a couple years prior did all the effects model work on Back to the Future: The Ride.
Jack and Sean, have you read any Stephen King books? I've read a few. I read all of Stephen King's It, Cycle of the Werewolf. There's a few others I'm sure I've looked at in short stories and that, but I've watched a lot of the movies too. Oh, yeah. Happy day.
Yeah, so like all this stuff, I just now picture, I'm just thinking of Back to the Future: The Ride and chasing Biff through 2015. I do like this with Batman covering the copper with his cape.
Mm-hmm.
High fives! Ah! Why would you shoot your own pilot?
Because he can.
That's stupid.
Have you watched this movie with the director's commentary by Schumacher?
I have not. I'll have to watch it at some point. I've never watched the commentaries.
Tim Burton's are kind of fun. Joel Schumacher just seems like the nicest guy. Okay, that's so dubbed. You need help, Harvey.
I do like that line. You need help, Harvey. Get up.
No. The deleted scene, it's some other guy, not Val Kilmer. He's like, you need help, Harvey. And he's got this squeaky.
Well, it's the stunt guy. They needed to get the stunt guy because I guess Val couldn't do all that shit in the costume.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you love how like Gotham has its own Statue of Liberty? Like you wonder when is the Ghostbusters gonna ride that thing?
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's weird with this version of Harvey Two-Face. Why does it like? It's not like we know why he wants to kill Batman, but it's like, why is he so cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs?
Right. Okay, look at that. Cool explosion, practical models. Okay, this next shot here of Batman coming out of the water, it feels like a cologne commercial. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
He's just on top of Aquaman.
You'll see it in a second. Right here. I feel like it's like he's coming out of the water.
How it feels to chew 5 gum.
You know, he comes out. Scent of the Bat coming soon. The Dark Knight clown.
You just see below. Get off me, Aquaman.
Hey, this CGI looks bad.
That's a model, I think, isn't it?
Oh, that's CG.
Well, it's funny. Yeah, I'll agree. It doesn't look good. Well, you got to remember, at the same time this was being made, Jackson was doing his Kong. And what happened was he was...
Metropolis.
Yeah, at the same time he was doing Kong, he was going to use CG for New York, and it would have looked like that.
Jon Favreau's in this movie, too. I forgot.
What?
Yeah, you'll see him. He's like he's an extra in the background.
No way.
Does anybody just question Edward's, like, strange infatuation with Bruce? Oh, my God, it's him.
You know what? It's funny. Doug brought this up. There are people. I've met people like this.
Right.
It's kind of fucked.
Oh, Ed Begley Jr. There he is. Is that Favreau I see?
Where?
Right there. That's Jon Favreau right there.
The suit with the short hair?
Yep.
Oh, so I guess he was before. He wasn't working. I guess Bruce fired him and he went on to work for Tony Stark.
Yep.
You know what'd be great if because here's the thing. Batman Forever is like if Marvel, the MCU now made a Batman movie.
Yeah.
It's a Marvel movie. It's not a DC movie. It's a Marvel movie.
But it still feels like unique in its own way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Can you imagine if Warner Brothers and Marvel, or Warner Brothers and Disney decided to finally collab and do a Marvel DC movie, and they put this in the canon of the MCU? Like they chose this specific Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Like that would be interesting because then you could get either Clooney, you can get Clooney back in the costume and he's fighting with the Avengers and Superman. Hey, and then you can get Nick Cage to be Superman.
Yep.
Like, and then you could have him collab with like himself as Ghost Rider.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I heard Disney wants to get him to come back as Ghost Rider.
You know what? Go for it.
But he's in I love this in the riff tracks with the guy in the background. He's like doing this.
It's a blender.
It's a popcorn maker.
It looks like a blender on his head.
His performance is awful.
Jim Carrey is amazing in this. Like, I mean, he's like I said, this is like I had a Jim Carrey like kind of addiction to like a lot of his movies when I was younger. I would watch Jim Carrey movies all the time. I'd even talk out my ass and get in trouble for it.
I'm gonna try to find a Jim Carrey gif.
Oh wait.
No, I don't have any right now.
Oh shoot.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks like a popcorn maker mixed with a blender or something.
Yeah. The guy in the back, it looks like he's trying to take a dump. Come on, Metamorphosis, work your magic. I want to point out, I love the bat signal in this movie.
Oh yeah, I do too. Okay,
like, out of all the bat signals, that's my favorite. I want that prop. I don't know where they put that, where that stuff is, like where that bat signal is, but I want that prop.
Right. Someone asked if you've seen the 60s show, Jack, which I know he did a review on the movie, so he's.
I like I mean, as a kid, it was my first Batman on TV. I watched it all the time with my dad on the Space Channel. 5:30 on TV as a kid. It was that and back to back with Green Hornet and Star Trek Next Gen. But eventually, like over as an adult, then there was that time we all hated it, and now I love it because I mean I've met Adam West and Burt Ward, and they're the nicest people imaginable.
Okay, I was gonna say something about Nigma's situation. Like he could have just been like, why couldn't I have just still done the human trials? Like I would have understood things better if they failed after that rather than this, because he did say, I can't do that without like human trials or something like that.
Yeah, you know what? Again, I've met people like this. It's fucking scary.
Yeah, and you get kind of like an awkward situation, and
yeah,
you don't want to be rude, but then like you kind of get uncomfortable. So
yeah, okay. I love how Robot Chicken spoofed this, where they had it where a maid finds the thing.
Okay, did anybody question the construction building of this thing? Like,
yeah, where does it? I think it leads to like the basement in Wayne Enterprises. So like, I guess Bruce has a secondary bat cave below it.
You know what? That must be a quick way to get to work then.
Yeah, that's what I think it is. I think that this area is actually a backup bat cave below Wayne Enterprises.
Okay, this shot's pretty cool. Like, how does the Batmobile get up here so quickly? Like, that's like 2 seconds. No way. How did it get up?
It's the turbo boost.
Yeah, but it had to go like to the sides. Like, it had to go all the way around, turning and everything.
I want that bat signal prop.
Oh, I do too.
Where is that damn thing?
Okay, can I just say, young me watching this scene with Nicole Kidman, like when I was a little kid, it was kind of like
oh man, she's hot in this.
Right. I think
her performance is underrated. A lot of people talk shit about Nicole Kidman and say, "Oh, she's just a horny chick."
You know what? She did a lot of things to me. Like I said, I was like, I think that was probably like the first like movie crush I had was her in this movie. Like, just, god damn.
Well, you know what? It's weird because when I was a kid seeing this in theaters, I mean, this was before I had any of those kind of feelings, but It wasn't until Batman and Robin that I actually had a huge crush on Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like the opposite. And then like, I love this line, riff tracks, motorcycles, leather jackets. Now, Scientology. At this point, she should just do this with the nipples. She should just do that. But God, I actually know. I heard apparently when they shot this scene, that was a day like a couple of like, because the thing is like, people in Hollywood would bring their kids to the set because they were like huge Batman fans.
Mm-hmm.
So people saw the scene being filmed. So it's like, Mommy, why is she taking?
All right, here it is. Yeah,
oh my
and
God!
the saxophone music too.
Can't go wrong with a little sax, little bat sax.
All right, Big Jack Films. Do you have any plans to review Game of Thrones?
No, you know what? If you want to see somebody cover Game of Thrones, go watch Rice Duke. He's the best guy. He had played in our Star Wars prequels. He's a huge Game of Thrones fan, so he's the guy to talk to.
All right, thanks for the update on the figures. I'll have to get some more. I saw the signal. Did Christopher Gordon just really come out in his pajamas?
What was he doing? I'm gonna jerk off to chase me. Oh, Batman! I wonder if he was just jerking off in the corner. You know, it's funny. I remember actually there was one of the Kilmer costumes actually went up on sale on an auction recently, and it was in pretty rough shape. Like the cape ended up looking like tarp.
Yeah, I just love that shot. Just Batman in the Batmobile, just kind of just like that. So like
processing, just what the fuck?
Yep. In the '60s, Batman, Batgirl was the commissioner's daughter, but Batman and Robin, she's Alfred's niece. What's with that? Really stupid. That's what's it. All right, here it is. This part makes me laugh.
Here, I've got some gifts. I'm gonna get some gifts open.
All right. This is too many. This is too many. What the hell is going on here?
I love this guy.
Oh, there's so much over the top acting. I mean, it's not as extreme as Batman and Robin. Jim Carrey, every bit.
Caffeine will kill you.
Like Jim Carrey, he just went off.
Here, you can let me get this GIF.
All right, and if anybody wants to know the timer, you just let us know. You know, I'm gonna pin that in the chat.
There you go. You touch that switch, and which one? This?
Right here. Jack, can you zoom that in a bit?
So basically, the Riddler invented the Oasis.
He kind of did. Hey, Jack, can you zoom that in a little bit on your GIF?
I can't really. That's as high as it goes.
You can't hit Control and then scroll inward?
Let me try that. Control. No, it won't let me zoom in.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Here, let me try finding a bigger one. Yeah, this is a cartoon. This is a big fucking cartoon.
Jim Carrey is so over the top in this movie.
What is this movie's obsession with fishing?
And the color green. You're the next contestant on Brain Drain. Men in Black, Will Smith. Aha, that's hot. Rule number 1.
Yeah, he's already the Riddler.
Okay, Jim Carrey says that a lot. What do we got for him, Johnny? He says that in several movies, kind of like Alrighty Then. That's one of his catchphrases. Here
you go. This is as best as I could go.
Block of freaking Freud.
Riddle me! Fred. Can you put him in Drop Dead Fred?
It would have been better. Fine, baby.
Oh my god. Yeah, you know what? Because this was. You ever notice how many green characters Jim plays? The Grinch, the Mask, the Riddler. Should have been the Green Hornet. And now he's Dr. Robotnik. This is like. Can you imagine this as this Jim Carrey and Dr. Robotnik?
Yeah, like.
I think that's me after a night with 18.
What a rush!
That was me after 18 in my dog special.
Just had sex.
Like that was literally me afterwards. I'm like, oh, what a rush!
What happened? We just had sex, sir. Oh, well,
they had a mind fuck. Oh, by the way, for those who don't know, I will be doing the 1 minute movie of Batman Forever will air this Thursday on my channel.
All right, perfect timing, right?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, there's this.
Shooting this life, but fast and football.
You hear me? Fired.
There's one part coming up here. It's where Riddler just runs to save him, where he's like, "Oh my god!" I love that.
Like I said, I watch. This is a very rewatchable movie for me.
It is. It's fun.
It's just fun.
Yeah, like this part. I want to do like a TikTok with this audio where it's like when your girl is in trouble and you need to go sit and you need to go help her. It's like this. I'm like, oh, it's like I love this. Come here, I love this. Hang on. I love how dramatic. Hang on.
You are fired.
Oh, should I say? You want a good audio version? Terminated. Oh.
Surf's up, big kahuna. Ooh.
Now, you know what I wonder? Speaking of the Schumacher cut, I imagine they gave Jim a lot of freedom, like Robin did on Aladdin. How much do you think material there is of just Jim improvising the whole time?
Well, Joe Schumacher, he talks about how Jim Carrey would have so many ideas. He said he was the most disciplined actor he'd ever saw. Oh, wait, no. This part here. Okay, so they're in the courtroom. There's Harvey Dent, Tommy Lee Jones. I want that raw footage. Wait for it. Although Batman, he's in the courtroom.
Well, he had to be a witness. Maybe he arrested Falcone.
Right, but why does he blame Batman when it's clearly Falcone's fault? I've
got some more gifts if you want to like use any of these.
All right, 1 second.
No, that's the
so let's start playing Evolution. Play the game. How can I unlock the? I don't play that game, so I don't know.
I want to get that game on Steam because I have Steam now.
Bruce Almighty, yep.
No, it's funny because Jim Carrey, because when I moved back to Canada, because I was
why?
Like, I want this for Dr. Robotnik in the next one.
Yep.
Batman Forever, Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik would be amazing.
Yep. So, they're gonna be playing that song that he has, like the Bad Days by Flaming Lips. That's a pretty good one.
I actually love that song. That's like
I do too.
That's a goth song.
Although, Jack, due to your audio thing, I might have to mute you while that song plays for a second because I don't want copyright on my thing.
I can turn it down a bit.
Okay, yeah, because I know WB and that'll flag the shit out of these things. So
no, it's funny because like, what was I gonna say? So Jim Carrey. So I was born in Canada, moved to the
There's
States.
Jon Favreau. There he is. You see him in the background, and also one of the people from Falling Down. There he is, just standing there.
Oh my god! Yes, he was working for Bruce rather than Tony.
He was. He got fired. No, he probably no. Here's what happened. He left. Then he went to Nigmatech. Then that went to shit. And then he left. Apparently, there's deleted footage of them building Riddler's Island and him giving a speech about the box.
No, he just does that scene from fucking Batman '89. Ship 'em all! We're gonna take out a whole new door. But I wanted to point out. So I was born in Canada. I moved to the States and lived there from '98 to 2002. Came back to in Canada, and I've been here ever since. Mm-hmm. But Jim Carrey used to live in the area I used to live in up north of Ontario, and from what I gathered, there's because we had the world premiere of our Kong remake at this little theater in Keswick called the Gem, and that was actually Jim Carrey's home movie theater growing up. And there's been stories like a friend of mine actually went to one of his movies, like went to see a movie screening, and he was just there, surprised a bunch of audience members.
Oh, cool.
So he would occasionally come back home and he would actually like just go to his theater and surprise people. So can you imagine a day of Jim
Here comes
Carrey?
The song,
yeah, no, I've got it muted. Can you imagine a day that Jim Carrey, like imagine if he showed up at my Kong premiere, like what the fuck? It's like a TV show moment, like he's there. That was amazing, Jim Carrey.
You know what's weird? If you go frame by frame, that's what I did. You can see all the stuff. It's just pictures of him, like Bruce Wayne. It's like my best friend Ed. Like if you kind of pause, go frame by frame, you see all the stuff.
Oh my god! Yeah, I can see that. He lives in the basement of Pee-wee's Playhouse. Turn down the music, bruh.
He kind of does.
Where is that thing? now? Where's
Yeah,
that?
that's the Riddler. What
I
is
want that prop. Yeah,
you can buy
funny 'cause, like,
expensive?
basically what he did, he just stripped that whole thing down. He just had to get the pants for it.
Pretty much. Unless he built that himself, we don't know.
Yeah, I love that. What is that thing? I want that thing.
Okay, Bruce Wayne is Batman. He doesn't have any cameras at his front gate to tell that this is Edward Nygma.
Yeah, it's weird.
There's those statues.
The horse humping a rock.
Mhm.
I love this. It's like, he's
I do
so.
that to a lot of people. Theathune.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like where? I wonder where half of this stuff is now.
I don't know. Big Jack Films, any plans to watch Bates Motel TV show since you like Psycho?
I like Psycho, but I probably will not watch the television
I
series.
watched that whole series. It's actually pretty good.
I heard it's good. I'll just stick to the original Hitchcock film. That and the movie Hitchcock. Okay, where was this shot? That is a beautiful shot.
See, Val Kilmer, like, he is Bruce Wayne. Like, you look
Dude,
at that.
did you notice that car that went by was the same model from '66?
Was it?
Yeah. That there was a yellow car, a beige car that just flew by, and it looked like the '60s Batmobile.
I'd have to go back and look later, but there's a lot of pounding going on in this room.
Holy double gang Batman. Just comes in. Oh, yeah.
What's up, Andre Rance? How you doing, buddy? Yeah. See, Val Kilmer, you look at that dude, I'm like, that's Bruce Wayne. Like, you look at him, like, that's how, like, Playboy Bruce Wayne looks. I like Kilmer. Like, again, Kilmer's a very good actor, though. Like very good.
Yeah, you know what's fun? I heard a rumor. I saw this. Like, apparently there were stories back when this movie was being casted, when Michael left and Val Kilmer was in. I think it was before Chris O'Donnell was cast. The rumor was they were going to cast Tom Cruise as Robin because Top Gun.
What is he going to do? Adopt a 30, 40-year-old man?
Because then they can both get in the Batwing and be like, I have the need for speed.
Yeah.
But no, it's funny how Marlon Wayans was originally going to be Robin in the Burton movie. I think that's stupid.
I don't know. He hasn't really proven me yet. He's funny, but I don't know about Robin.
I think Chris was a good choice.
He's got the whininess down at times.
Like, if they did Robin now, you know who I would have cast is the older brother from Jurassic World.
Oh, Nick Robinson.
Yeah, he would be a great Dick Grayson. I think if he put on a few pounds of muscle and you put the costume, he would look like I wouldn't even say Dick Grayson. I'd say more like Jason Todd.
Well, you always got the Titan show for that.
Oh, fuck that.
You should
You take Batman and you take the character from Game of Thrones, i.e. Lord Sir Friend of Zone, and you put a Returns Cowl Ruby's thing on him, and it's awful.
All right, you should do 2 more watch parties on this channel. I will eventually talk about Batman Returns and Batman 89 on this channel. So,
Batman Returns safe for Christmas.
I don't know if I want to wait an entire year.
It's good for the holiday season.
I missed it then.
Well, wait till December. It's fine.
Right.
It's like Max. Elections for November. Is this not late December?
We also got to do Hook on the channel at some point this year.
Well, I do want to review Hook for its 30th anniversary, and I want you to come on for it.
Okay. Yeah, that's the plan. So we'll do a watch party here, and then the big review will be on your channel. So
there's 3 movies I know this year are turning 30 that I really like. One I'm actually going to talk about is By the Sword with Eric Roberts and F. Murray Abraham. There's that. There's Hook, but then there's also Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves turns 30 this year with Alan Rickman as the Sheriff of Nottingham with some of the That's My Wife crew.
yeah, theaters will be open. Just keep on hope.
That are Big Bach.
Big Jack, what's your Big Jack character doing now?
Basically, you will find out on January 29th when I review Inuyasha, the movie Affections Touching Across Time. If you want to check it out, please go. You can actually check it out early and check it out on Patreon. I do like that segue. It's like, Tell me, Doctor, do you like the circus?
fuck Batman.
I'll say I loved how they did this circus story in this movie. I love the set of that circus is great. Now,
89 is the best. Yeah, 89 is the best.
Sean, have you ever been to a circus?
Yes, I have. Years and years ago. It's been so long.
I've been twice to the Ringling Brothers.
Oh, there's Gossip Gertie. Bob Kane's wife.
Can I just point out with Gossip Gertie, she's one of my favorite characters in these. My aunt looks exactly like her.
Your aunt is married to Bob Kane? Okay, Jim Carrey.
I wanted to bring this up, Sean. Jim Carrey in this scene is going to be me on January 20th.
Oh.
If you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Oh, okay.
January 20th. The something's going down. I'm going to be like Jim Carrey.
Oh.
And that's what like the Grayson, the flood, they made it like it looks like. It looks like the Burt Ward costume.
Yeah, it does. It's a nice tribute.
It is a nice tribute. See, Joel was he was a fan of he said in the documentary, he said, I've never known Batman without Robin. And I agree with him on that, because the thing is, I hate the fact that all these movies always have Batman solo. Robin is to what Batman is, what Watson is to Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, it's ridiculous how we don't really have that at all.
Like, people say that Robin was the reason the franchise failed. No, that was the toys. Robin was done good.
Yeah, he's an old man. Some people were quite. I think Kevin Smith brought this up on his thing where he talked about how much more sympathetic would you be if it was an actual kid in there.
Okay, I just want to put out in the riff tracks, they make fun of Commissioner Gordon in the background going, he's having way too much fun. Where's my cotton candy? I want cotton candy. Actually, you know what? Fuck. Actually, while we're bringing up, I actually have here, this is pretty cool. You'll like this one. I have here, because I read the comics. I have these two beauties.
Is that
These are the Golden Age comics. These are the first Batman comics from this one has Detective Comics number 37 in it.
Mm-hmm.
So it has like the comics in here. All the Batman
cool.
comics from like the early days, including the first appearance of Robin.
What is that thing? Right there. What the hell is that?
That's Coronavirus Clown. That's Corona Clown.
Was that Sheriff's on the background?
Corona Clown. But yeah, here I'm just trying to find the first appearance of Robin in this comic. Hold up, I know he's here somewhere.
Whoa, 3. What's happening?
I don't know.
What
the fuck is Robin? Okay, that was Batman. Yeah, it's cool. Batman number 1 is in here.
Okay.
There's Batman number 1. What the fuck?
I'm trying to fix this thing. Okay.
There's Batman number 1. It's in here. But then there's also, this is the first appearance of Robin is in this comic.
Yeah, I believe I have something like that too somewhere over
It has the whole backstory about his parents getting killed in the circus and all that stuff. But they're great comics. Like, if you can pick these up, these are really good additions to the original comics.
Another thing, you like the DC Universe app that they have has like every comic that they've ever produced up to like 6 months prior. So if you want to get some classic reading material, I'd recommend that.
And it's funny because I always wonder, like, if I've been starting to really get more into the comics. People ask me, like, oh, well, where should I start? I just figured, why don't you just start from the very beginning?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
But you want to know kind of current era? I got that covered, as people want to know on my channel. So really since Rebirth started, about 2016.
Again, so this is going to be me on January 20th if shit hits the fan. I'm going to be Jim Carrey in this. That's going to be me.
Okay, Jim Carrey's reactions are fucking hilarious.
It's great. I think he suddenly has a thing of popcorn.
His laugh, though.
You know what it was? I think the reason he was cheering was because he was hoping Bruce would get killed.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was.
Detonator.
What the hell do you want? Is that Lucius Fox?
That's the mayor.
See, no, I imagine that was. This is going to be me on January 20th. That's me, January 20th.
All right, so let's see. Big Jack Films, you're going to watch Dracula Netflix show?
I'm not watching that, but under the request of Lunachi Bunny, which you guys should go subscribe to her channel, I will be. I'm finishing up season 3 of Castlevania, which is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
What is that detonator? Is it like a talk boy or something on it?
What's that? Wait, as someone points out, Harvey, I'm Batman.
I'm Batman. I'm Batman. I'm Batman, and so is my wife. Or no, I love what Doug and Rob did in their first viewing. It's like, Harvey, I'm Batman. Harvey, he's Batman. No, actually, you know what's one of the funniest riff track jokes I ever saw was in. Okay, I do like this bit with the Graysons being like, yeah, let's stop them. Let's try to get like they actually tried to fight back.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's cool. I like that idea.
There's some one of my favorite bits in the movie is where you kind of see them fall, but you don't actually see the impact. You just kind of zoom in on Bruce's face and you feel the aftermath of that.
Yeah,
that was handled very well. The second best I've seen it done. The best is still the Robin's Reckoning episode of Batman the Animated Series, but this still did it quite well.
I love this shot of Bruce swinging in and kicking those guys.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. He's like Tarzan. Oh!
What comic books have you read that you... All right, Jack, this is for you.
That you want to... What comics have I not read? I want to read... I mean, I remember my high school library had a lot of comics. So I have read Dark Knight Returns. I have read Watchmen. I have read The Killing Joke. I want to read the Arkham Asylum graphic novel with all the freaky imagery.
Yep. Oh, this is pretty well done here.
I like Nicole Kidman's reaction. It's like, oh my god.
Like this shot that they have kind of here.
That was good.
Mm-hmm.
Like Joel knows how to frame shots.
Right.
Like you gotta admit, this is a very well shot.
Okay, that's that sound he makes. Ah! Just this, the impact without actually seeing it. Like that's very effective.
That's the thing. Like if you've ever been, see, that's Blade Runner right there.
Right. I like that. That looks pretty cool.
But the whole thing is like the thing is with yeah. So what was I saying? Well, with circuses. So I have been to 2 Ringling Brothers shows. And I did like them. Like, I mean, I rode an elephant. That was pretty cool. Basically, imagine riding a horse, but it's like 20 feet high.
Mm-hmm.
But over time, looking back, especially knowing what we know now about how the Ringling Brothers handled their animals, it's like, I regret ever going. Like, if I ever went now, if they were still around, I would have kicked the ringmaster in the dick.
Yeah.
I would have kicked him in the ringmaster. Yeah, that's a good reaction from like Chris O'Donnell. I always thought he was a great actor. Even in his young career, it's like, yeah, he's good.
Like this is done well. I mean,
in the name of the Graysons, send in the clowns.
Drives over there. Okay, this guy's got horses fucking a rock on it.
And a horse humping a rock. Way to kill the moment. Thank you, Joel Schumacher. I'll say what I love about Robin in this and Dick Grayson, I love his obsession with bikes.
Mm-hmm.
Because that would later transition into him getting the red bird.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the red bird.
He's like 30.
No, he's only late, like 2019.
Papers, what is he filling out? Like, that's the thing I don't get. Like, because Chris O'Donnell was only like 24 when this movie made.
I'll admit, these movies did not want me to get a motorcycle at some point.
Alfred. Love Alfred. How you doing, Al? It's nice to have Batman and Robin. Can we just appreciate that?
Yeah, like, you know what? I'm waiting, like, when we get to this moment in the movie, I'm waiting for that moment when that happens again in the cinema. But actually, I will say this scene right here, little line referencing that Superman does exist in this universe.
Yep.
As Metropolis. They bring up Metropolis. Listen closely.
Yep. You think all right, Jack, do you think...
Here it comes. It's coming. I just want to point this out because this is the only time. Yeah, so that's the thing. Superman exists in this universe. Now, it makes me wonder, is it the Reeves Superman or is it the canceled Cage Superman? I want to say it's the Cage Superman.
It's possible.
Because at the time, Burton was making Superman Lives. Like, he was trying to get that off the ground.
All right, Jack, you're getting some questions now. Big Jack Films, do you think you will like Robert Pattinson's Batman?
So far, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I do like the suit, that it's more like, it's almost like he didn't even commission Lucius Fox to make it. He made it himself.
Do you know what the movie...
You know what it reminds me of is The Amazing Spider-Man, when Parker made the suit himself.
Yep.
But yeah, I love... does Bruce have a fucking Herbie in his car collection?
He might. Jack, do you know what the movie is? Cleopatra? Not sure how to answer that.
I never seen that.
Favorite Batmobile? Batman 89 Batmobile.
89. 89. Second place would probably be Forever.
Yeah, I'd go that Forever. The BVS Batmobile.
Now, you know what I want to point out? Do you think maybe Robin had taken, because he was talking about the Black Knight, they only made like 100 of these?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that Wayne, after, like, obviously Dick got that bike, like he did get it, but do you think they maybe converted that into the Redbird?
You know, I've thought about that too. That would actually be kind of cool.
That the Redbird is actually just a Black Knight motorcycle?
You like that Zack Snyder made his Batman kill?
Yeah. It would make sense, because the Black Knight, Dark Knight.
Okay, I want that. That looks good.
That looks delicious.
Fuck, I had KFC today. That's like eating some Cheez-Its.
Fuck, I want KFC. Well, I know what. I actually quit on fried chicken because it's fucking disgusting. But at some point, I think I need to go back and get more. Once things open up again, I want to get KFC. Okay, I'm not a fan of this shot. This sort of like quick zoom in. Like this is something out of It.
Ooh, extreme close up. Whoa.
No, it's like Bruce. It's back. Now here's the thing too. Is like, does Wayne Manor ever stay consistent in these movies?
Between the Schumacher films do.
Yeah, like where was that? Where were those shot? I wonder. Wayne Manor. Now, you know, it's funny because they kind of allude. I always thought this as a kid. They allude that Two-Face killed his parents. Because that doesn't look like Jack Napier. That looks like
I thought it kind of was Jack Napier silhouetted, so.
But no, it kind of more looks like what is it? Looks like Two-Face.
I'm so like I wish they would have kept that cut scene with him in the bat because that was literally what the movie was building up to.
I'll say this though, like that shot of Bruce kneeling down to his parents, I just realized that's right out of Batman Year One.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, Joel was a fan of Year One. He loved Year One. Like that's the movie he wanted to make for Batman Triumphant. He wanted to make a prequel.
Mm-hmm. You gonna finish the Witcher show, Jack? Somebody wants to know.
I have not been able to finish it yet. I've only seen the first episode. It's good though.
I had no idea what's happening in that show. I watched like an episode. I'm like, I feel lost.
It's basically Netflix's answer to Game of Thrones. Okay, I just noticed that slow-mo shot of Bruce was a little wonky. You could see the camera jiggle a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Do a new Blu-ray, you could probably fix that shot because it's kind of like how they fixed up the title fonts in Batman 89 for later releases. There we go.
Yep. If anybody wants, I'll leave a comment. If anyone wants to know the time, just let us know.
Yeah, I wanted to bring up. We wanted to go this part. He's like, I killed him, Two-Face. He killed his parents. It's like I killed him. Like that as a kid, that always confused me. As a kid, I didn't understand the dialogue because I always thought, was he talking about Two-Face killed his parents? What?
All right, I put a pinned comment in the chat if anyone wants to know the time.
God, I love that fucking shot. I love every shot of the bat signal in this. Is amazing.
All right, Jack, what are your thoughts on Birth of Kong comic?
I actually have that comic on me. Yep, right here. I have the full graphic novel. I like it. It's nice. Oh, I love this line. Alfred makes it.
Is this a Robin, sir?
Symbolism. I actually wonder what that helmet is now. That is a nice helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like this. I actually do love all the stuff with Alfred and Dick in this movie.
That's the thing. The serious scenes that Schumacher does in these movies are actually really well done. Even in Batman and Robin, like my favorite scene in Batman and Robin, like genuinely like good, well acted scene is probably when he talks to Mr. Freeze at the end of the movie, because that's the first time we've seen Batman be like heroic by not beating up the bad guy per se. He saved them by.
These scenes do have that Burton feel to it too.
One day Robin will fly, sir.
I do like that line. Broken wings mend in time. One day Robin will fly. I like that line. That's a nice metaphor. love that car. You know, it's funny. Have you ever seen the remake of Arthur?
Oh, I'm aware that they drive the.
The opening scene has him driving that Batmobile.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, I love that. I love that car.
No.
Like, what would you do with the thing is with that car? The only unpractical thing is the giant fucking bat fin.
Wait.
In the middle.
My favorite bits. Old lady at 12 o'clock. As the penguin
Was that a nod to 89 or Returns?
I feel like it was.
Okay.
Here's what I don't get. Okay. Batman just lets those guys die.
Yeah. And you say Batman doesn't kill.
Well, to be fair, he was dodging a missile.
You know what it is? Batman doesn't kill. It's just manslaughter. He lets people die.
Right. Like, that one's one thing where it's like, you know, he had no... Okay, why doesn't he just capture Two-Face right then and there?
Yeah, like, it's funny, because I can name a few times in the Burton movies where he didn't specifically kill people. Like, that scene where he fucking, like, lights that guy on fire. I'm like, you know what? He would have lived that. Because there's snow. No, you want to know why? There's snow on the ground. Stop, drop, and roll.
Okay, but this leads to one of the coolest, most memorable scenes in the movie. I remember the Arkham Knight video game brings this up.
I do love the gun sounds that the cars make. It's like...
I love the music, too. Like, I love Elfman's score. I also appreciate Elliot Golgenthal's music. Okay, yeah, this right here.
It's funny. A lot of people are like, I don't know about the score. It's the guy who did Alien 3. He's the guy you hire if you need a third franchise.
Yep. Okay, here it is.
I love this. Oh, man, this is stupid, but I love it.
Right.
It's like Toy Story. Lean back! Also that the Batmobile has jet fuel below it.
Okay, this is ridiculous, but it looks awesome.
Can Batman do this again at some point? That would be amazing.
Like that shot right there. That's ridiculous, but it's awesome. Okay.
I want to see Batman do that again.
Okay, so here's the thing. We know he latched onto a grappling hook, but, like, where does he go from there?
On the roof, like in Batman Begins?
Why doesn't he just grab Two-Face right then and there? Eject, and then just get out and just grab him?
I just realized that shot of the people was really stop-motion-y.
Maybe Harvey tried to save Bruce's parents and failed after the accident. Court mindset changed.
Okay, like, what computers had this shit back then? What computers had this level of Photoshop?
What?
Okay, that costume, that looked like a penis. I'm sorry.
Arnold is an entertaining Mr. Freeze. He's a lot of fun.
Captain Kill.
Jack, I know you're not a big Godzilla guy, but what would you do with a Godzilla fan film?
I brought this up before in other streams. The idea of doing sort of a short film where it's you ever seen the opening scene of Twister? Take that, but add Godzilla in a crop field fighting another monster, and there's a family trying to get in the bomb shelter. And while Godzilla's fighting the monster, there's also tornadoes in the background.
Yeah, that'd be kind of a fun one. You know, we've had Godzilla in kind of storms, but never like tornadoes. Oh, Godzilla emerging from a Twister.
Yeah, it's like, I shall become the green light bulb.
So GBK's releasing March. Score should be next month. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, this only works if he's standing like this.
Yeah.
If he faces the other way, it doesn't work. It's driving us insane.
And then, like, one of his girlfriends is Drew Barrymore.
There's Sugar and Spice. Apparently, they have more scenes in the Schumacher version.
No, it's funny because the black chick, the black spandex shit, I thought that was Catwoman for the longest time.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of
Oh God, oh, not Drew Barrymore, fuck her, but the other chick's fucking hot.
It still does things to you as a kid when you're watching. You're like, ooh,
what's going?
Okay,
I'm like Butters in South Park when he's watching that porno. He's like, oh golly, hey, what's happening down there?
Donkey meat. Okay, Jim Carrey was standing there. I love how Jim Carrey was standing there the whole time when you go back and watch that scene closely. He's just waiting for his cue.
I love the sound effects. The over-the-top sound effects are great.
Okay, wait a minute. So if he does stand and turn around, it faces that way.
Call me
the Riddler.
Oh, that's a great. I love that. I love that costume. I want that cane.
I remember there was a costume shop that I went to years ago when I was a kid. You could rent it. It had the exact Batman Forever costume and everything. And I've always wanted to just take that costume and the cane.
They had that for what was it? They had actual rubber replica suits of the Sonar suit and the Robin suit. Now, is Two-Face carrying a Magnum or like a mod Magnum with a magazine in it? Oh, me and my dad quote this all the time. Kill the bat! Rah! Sounds like a good idea.
What, have you thought it through? A few bullets, a quick splash of blood, and then what? Wet hands. Post-homicidal depression. Okay, that sound he makes, I don't know how he makes his like.
I didn't do all that. Half of his library is good sound effects.
I still don't know how he makes that. That noise is like impossible to make, it seems. Hey, Jack, I see that sparkle in your left eye. I can help you get Batman. It sounds so sexual. When he says
here, I love this. When he goes, eh. Here, I love this. Just a few moments. That's most people's reaction to this coming out of this movie.
I love it. Like, I've grown to appreciate its 90s cheese. Okay, so every time he puts on the Riddler suit, he spray paints his hair, gives himself this boyish makeup. Does it wash out? Also, Jim Carrey and his cane is so animated.
You notice the sound effect the cane made? It's made that classic sword sound effect that you hear in like The Princess Bride. Mm-hmm. That ting!
Like just those little body movements he does.
I love this part coming out. And it's so you! So
you! And yet so you! So, Tommy Jones couldn't sanction his buffoonery, yet look at his performance.
I hate you.
What's the point, big boy?
Has anybody ever told you that you have a serious impulse control problem? Yes. It's a dildo. Now, I always love this, that they were showing Warner Brothers cartoons. Because I guess they were free.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how often are you going to see Sylvester in a Batman movie? This is your brain on the box. This is my brain on the box. Doesn't it feel like a thing? That's what I love too, is that they pretty much say that Two-Face, like once you use this box thing, it's almost like a drug addiction.
Yep.
I haven't seen it since it came out in theaters, believe it or not.
But if he is going to review a disaster movie, it would be Twister.
Oh yeah, it'd be fucking Twister. Love Twister.
Christ, Joe, is that what you think?
I keep hearing they're gonna make another one.
I wouldn't do it without the Paxman.
I hear it's a sequel. They're calling it Twister 2, but it's just gonna be a remake of the first one. So they're doing Deep Blue Sea logic.
These two actors stole the fucking... Yeah, these two are so over the top, but they're entertaining. Like Batman Forever, it's pretty dumb.
I feel honestly this scene, Tommy meant this with Jim. He's like, I'm gonna kill you.
Right. Tommy Jones could have been a great Two-Face. Like
there. Tails. Yeah, he would have been a great Two-Face in a good movie.
Right. He did it because his son.
Okay, who wears sunglasses in a diamond shop? No. There
is a good one. But those two, his laundry kung fu.
This is 90s extreme.
It's like he said he did this
on a fucking skateboard.
The only reason he said he did this because he wanted to show that he had martial arts skill, so the audience can buy it later on.
No, this is like down to the music. It's like extreme sports.
Master Dick, you know we have a dryer, right?
No, I actually would love to see. I would love to actually see Robin in like a skateboard doing a skateboard.
Wait, get his pants off. This guy, they're beating him up. Oh man!
And exert yourself.
Do the security guards just stand there and allow themselves to be punched? They don't even try to defend.
Hey, look! It's them trying to invade Congress. It's trying them. It's them invading the Capitol. Hey, Antifa, show me how to punch a guy.
No politics, Jack.
Why is Jim wearing a crown?
I don't know.
That's hilarious. The Grinch.
Jack, have you ever seen the show Lost? That's a
Nah.
question. What about Last of the Mohicans? I'm just reading comments.
Once, I thought was boring.
There you go. Okay, Riddler's pop-up. Riddler should make a pop-up book because he's very good at it.
Dude, could DC make a pop-up book of like all the Riddler's riddles?
Oh, that'd be awesome. I would buy that. I'd buy the shit out of that. Maybe package it with the Schumacher cut.
Yeah,
like
it's funny because a couple of years ago, Universal, they put this out. This is pretty cool. They put out this this Back to the Future book called Back to the Future: The Ultimate Visual History. And in it has all these replicas of all the papers and props from the movie. So imagine that for like a Blu-ray 4K release of Batman Forever, but it has all the Riddler pop-up book. I would buy the hell out of that.
Okay, there's deleted scenes of him building this apparently, and like more scenes of him.
Where they shit this, I wonder. Yeah, you know what? This is just streaming. This is Disney Plus. This is the internet.
Yeah, this pretty much could just be like the commentary here. You can just call it the internet, basically.
You know, it's funny. It'd be cool if like there's like a remake of this movie, but it's all about the internet.
It basically is. Okay, does nobody notice the giant green ray of stuff flying through?
Yeah, it's like, oh, the box turns Gotham into zombies, but that's what they said when TV was about. Same thing with the internet. This is just basically if Microsoft had the internet and made the Xbox an internet controller service. Like his island looks like a giant Xbox console.
It does. Maybe that's where they got the design. There's so much neon green.
Like that's the next Riddler's plan, because you know how the Riddler's all about games?
Yeah.
Instead of mind-blowing people through a box, he makes a game console.
Okay, does Nigma just dress up in these random outfits just for the hell of it? He's got a constant.
Think about that for a future Riddler episode. And he uses obviously games and riddles and puzzles, but one of his biggest plans, he gets into the next gen console stream, makes a brand new console, and uses that to control Gotham.
Okay, here's his edgy extreme stuff.
Yeah, how is that possible, Dick? I don't think that shit would support your weight.
Whoa!
No, not the silver.
Jack, have you read any Ray Harryhouse comic books? Someone wants to know.
Not comics, but I have one of my favorite books.
Okay,
oh God, Bruce Wayne is Spider-Man.
You know, I love how he just walks in the cave and then immediately it's just like that. Alfred's just like, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
But I love that. It's like Alfred's looking at him like, you are so grounded, Master Dick.
Alfred, you let Vicky Vale into the Batcave and you let this chump too.
I love Dick and I was like, hi.
Have you heard of Street Hawk? I have not heard of that.
That sounds like a Tony Hawk movie.
It does.
Street Hawk.
Welcome back, Andre. Get your copy ready to go. Nicolas Cage Superman suit is pretty nice in my opinion. Yeah, it's pretty solid.
It wouldn't look good if they cut his fucking hair.
Yeah, they just needed to cut his hair a bit.
Didn't like the mullet. I get that what they were going for. They were going for like 90s mullet.
Gotta keep clearing my throat. Got this crap. Man, goddamn, Nicole Kidman is hot. Did I say that already?
Yeah, you know what? If you want to see her fucking nude in a really cool sex scene, go watch Cold Mountain. That's a great movie.
Thanks, Jack.
It's her. It's Jude Law, Renee Zellweger, Nicole Kidman. It's about the Civil War. Good movie. Really good movie. Even without all the shit going, it's a good film. And there's a really hot sex scene between the main hero and Nicole Kidman. It's actually really good.
All right, chat, you got that?
Look, I don't comment too much about sex scenes, but that's one of the best ones I've ever seen in film.
Okay, you didn't say scene in film. You said seam in film.
Blowjob film.
You had a Freudian slip there.
I love
Okay.
all the papers.
Batman posing for Time magazine. Going back to that.
Like, actually, I think all that stuff actually ended up at auction at one point.
Probably.
Well, it's funny because, like, in Batman and Robin, there was actually a couple things cut out of Batman and Robin, because you know how, like, Robin's always, like, wants to get away from being Batman's sidekick?
Mhm.
Well, one of the reasons is because he sees that in the tabloids in Gotham that Robin has become the sexiest man in Gotham. Like, all the girls want to be with Robin, right? Not Batman. Like, they all want to be with Robin. So I think the idea was, like, the attention, the fame gets to Robin's head as well.
Right.
And there's a lot of that stuff that was apparently cut.
Oh. All right, Jack, questions for you. Are you going to watch the Primal show? Have you seen Good Will Hunting? And
I haven't seen Good Will Hunting. I want to watch Primal. I just haven't had time to watch much television. Like, this is the first time I'm actually sitting down and watching a movie in a while.
Yeah, it is fun. I'm having fun. I got a great chat going on. It's an entertaining movie. We're cracking jokes. This is a fun commentary to do. So
technically, the last movie I saw a couple days ago was Kick-Assia, which was horribly shot. And half the time I'm like, Doug, clean the fucking lens.
yeah, see, okay, this is the iWatch right here.
Yep. It's Skype. Bat Skype.
Okay, does she just look at that
I like the way Valley's like, come in, Zordon. It's funny, this came out the same year as Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie.
Oh yeah. Street Hawk about next motorcycle. I was gonna ride a motorcycle thing.
Oh yeah,
that's
I
cool.
love this song. Smash It Up. I just want to put up music.
Batman Forever has a great soundtrack. Like,
explain this. Why does the Batmobile do fits? Why only in this scene?
I don't know.
Like, I don't get. So basically, what you're saying is that the fence holds like that. What purpose does that have?
What was that?
The fins, the bat fins. It's like Solo, but only in this scene that they open up like that.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I'll say this: I actually like the fins like that more. Oh yeah, I know what I realized. This song was sung by what's her name? Oh, there's a chick. She was really popular, and she kind of like faded out of existence. Let me go find the album. Hold on. Wait,
all right.
That's not Batman. What are you talking about?
It's Winter Forever here, Gotham.
Oh, here it is. Okay, I'll admit, I love that sound effect with the Batmobile going.
Okay, yeah, I mean this is pretty fun.
So here's the album. Here's the Batman Forever album.
All right, yeah. Well,
on CD.
Hang on 1 second.
Saying that.
Pop it back up, Jack. Look at that class. I have the Batman '89 CD, and it's one of the shitty. Okay, can I tell you the Batman '89 soundtrack, not the Danny Elfman score, but the actual CD is one of the worst albums I've ever listened to.
I like Party Man and Trust.
That's it. Everything else, the Bat Dance is awful. The other music is just shit. I listened to it when I drove to G-Fest because it was my brother and I went, and we listened to the entire soundtrack, and it was all these awful songs outside of Party Man and Trust.
You should have marched in G-Fest with Party Man with a boombox.
I should have.
Okay, you know what I love too? One thing I love about this gang, I love the sticks, like those like baton sticks that are like using neon lights.
Yeah, those are cool. Like again, the neon light gang.
Yeah, because this looks like a laser tag.
Right. I always thought these were the same people in Batman and Robin.
They probably are the same gang. They've just been separated since Batman's kind of cleared them out.
Yep.
So this movie's basically self-aware.
Yep.
See, that's the thing. Dick's he says that, and it's like, you know what? There are other superheroes in this universe. There's Superman. I don't know if Aquaman exists or if like Wonder Woman. Like, where are all those guys?
I don't know. All right, Sean Cordell, thanks for joining.
I do like the shot like where Batman, like those. I want those one of those sticks.
Yep.
Those are cool.
Yep. And if you guys ever want to watch this on the playback, we got the timer up here so you can sync it up
Yeah.
with the movie. Batman, okay, look at how he floats down.
I love that. I'm sorry. I know it's unpractical, but that's awesome.
Right.
And I love his cape. I love the cape in this one. It's not like the Kilmer cape or the Keaton cape where it's like it feels really stiff. Like I love whatever material they use to update the cape. I love it.
All right, another question. Do you think Gendy Tarkada should make a Clash of the Titans show?
Not sure on that.
Okay. Hey, Kingzilla 2000. Welcome in. We're watching Batman Forever, directed by Joel Schumacher, starring Val Kilmer, Michael Goff, Chris O'Donnell, Tommy Lee Jones, Jim Carrey, and Nicole Kidman.
I wanted to point out too. Okay, first of all, Batcave looks amazing.
Yeah,
I love that.
Okay, he probably, like I said, that feels like a Batcave.
Like I want that. I've always wanted a toy. Like I know they made a toy of that whole set, and it's like 3 levels. Like I love.
You got to help me find them. And again, I love the Nolan films too, but I wanted like a more craziness with the Batcave.
I wanted to point out. So yeah, that song that.
Okay, this is a good scene too about talking about the killing aspect.
This is actually his words are true.
It will happen this way.
Like here, it feels Val channeling Kevin Conroy's Batman.
Yeah, because like I said, Val Kilmer has the best live action Batman voice. Like he doesn't have a module, but he has the best Batman voice outside of Kevin Conroy. Like in terms of live action, he has the best one because Val Kilmer just has that voice. That's just very good.
Yeah, this was nice. Your family wasn't killed by a maniac. Yes, they were. He should have just said, "Yeah, the Joker."
Yeah, that's what I always kind of thought.
But again, it makes me wonder, in this universe now, did the Joker die?
That's the thing too.
Like, was he killed? Like, or was it Joe Chill in this universe?
Yeah, that's the mystery of it, because now we know it's different.
So that makes me wonder, who would you cast as the Joker in this universe?
Somebody
bring this back and bring.
You know what? Somebody mentioned Brad Dourif. Like that was one of the other choices. Apparently, that was one of Tim Burton's other choices outside of Jack Nicholson.
Also, Robin Williams too at one point.
Yeah, Robin Williams. Like if he was like going to play it serious, would have been great. Because
dress. And this I love too. I love how Dick was invited to these things. So what's he doing? Like look, that's one of the things I want to see in later films. They bring back Dick Grayson as a young youth ward for Bruce. I want to see what he does at the parties. He's probably going with all the chicks.
Jack, what's your opinion on A24?
What's A24?
Okay, so there we go. A24 makes all these weird films. Like they make just weird. They made The Lighthouse and films like and The Witch and films like that. Okay, he literally dresses exactly like Val Kilmer. I always kind of like that. Wait,
my aunt looks like her. I swear.
Oh, there's Bruce Wayne. Brucey. Yeah, she just orgasmed there when she said that. And then you have Dick Grayson walking in.
Yeah, you know what? I wonder what's he.
Shut up! You're here to work. I love that.
How's my mole?
He literally made himself look exactly like him. That's
I'm looking at that guy's camera. I think I have that exact camera when we were shooting Kong.
Oh, there's the guy. There's the Batman. The greatest extra in any movie.
But I wanted to point out, so yeah, like if I shot a Batman movie and I had to do one of these party scenes, which I would so do, I want to see Dick Grayson like getting all the chicks. Like obviously Bruce is taken with one, but I imagine Dick would be like a huge pimp at these parties. Like he would get like not just one chick, he would get 5. Oh, that's a terrible joke.
Okay, you can watch when they do their dance. You can see Nicole Kidman trying not to laugh. Like she's desperately like Jim Carrey's just doing like something with his face, and she's trying
with the tape recorder. With the tape recorder in that shot, it's like, is that Knox? Look, is there a 6-foot bat in Gotham City? But I wanted to point out, I want to see Dick Grayson with like 5 chicks. Like he's the Playboy's, ward. So of course he's gonna get all.
This would have been perfect to have Barbara Gordon in there as Commissioner Gordon's daughter.
Yeah. Or you know what? Actually, surprised that wasn't in the box. That wasn't Gordon.
Yep. Gushing and a genius.
I wonder where she's at now, that actress.
I don't know because that's Bob. She may have passed away because Bob Kane did pass away. And
that was Bob Kane's wife?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's funny. I know Bob Kane really liked what they were doing with this movie.
Mm-hmm.
He actually he said this was one of his favorites when they made the 4 films.
Yep. Edward, if you can introduce us into the mine. I love how every moment he takes off the glasses and he takes them off too.
That's a clever touch. I didn't notice that.
Robin Williams was originally cast as Riddler. Yeah, I've heard rumblings about that.
Plan.
All right. Watch Nicole Kidman right here. She's trying. Jim Carrey's making this face and she's trying not to laugh.
I'm gonna watch carefully. She's such a serious actor. That's the thing.
Just look at it.
Yeah, it's like they had to kind of quickly cut away.
She's trying not to laugh there. Jim Carrey's just doing that face.
Well, he's got the good chicks. Like a couple of years ago, he fucking danced with fucking Cameron Diaz.
Yep. Oh, just think about that. He had what a lucky guy. He had Courtney Cox. They had Cameron Diaz. Yes. He had Lauren Holly, and then he had Nicole Kidman in this movie, like right back to back to back to back.
I just want to point out, if we ever do a commentary on The Mask, I'm probably going to spend like half the movie talking about what an amazing entrance for a new star with that Cameron Diaz. Like, holy, like what a scene! Like that's like I brought that. I used that music in my Dragon Ball Evolution review. But like one of the things I love is like if I review The Mask, I'm going to cut to Nicole Kidman going hot entrance because that was me with the Cameron Diaz in that movie. I literally said like hot entrance.
Okay, Jack, have you seen Birdman?
I haven't seen Birdman.
Birdman looks like it's a pretty solid movie.
It's a satire of Keaton's career after Batman, from what I heard.
Right, it's pretty good. It's done to look like it's done in one shot, which is impressive.
Huh.
And Keaton's amazing in it, so you
probably why does that affected the brain look like something out of fucking Mystery Science Theater 3000?
I don't know.
In the not too distant future, way down in deep 13. Oh God, it's the Owen Wilson Club. They're party crashers. Run!
No.
That's great. Oh my God, the sets in this.
Your entrance was good.
His was better. Oh, and one cliche that's coming up that I love before we see that famous scene. I miss that cliche in the movies when Batman would jump out from a freaking like a fucking glass ceiling.
Right, because he jumped through a window, but that wasn't.
No. It was in '89 he did it. Returns he kind of did it with sweeping down to the Penguin's lair. He does it here, and then he does it in Batman. I missed that. That was one of my
that was a lot of fun.
Because it was just, I've always wanted to do that. I always wanted to jump out of a glass ceiling dressed as Batman.
Jack, will you ever review Batman comics?
Not really. I'm more of a film critic.
If you guys want to see comic book reviews, you can check out my channel. I do them pretty quick, efficiently. Speaking of which, I got one coming tomorrow.
Look at that chick's outfit. God damn.
Organize this. Okay, here it is. The greatest extra in movie history.
But the shot at Batman. I love it.
Wait. I love it. My favorite guy. Batman! I
shots of Batman. I miss those.
Look at this shot. This is a cool shot. Boom. His was better.
Okay, if I ever do a Batman movie like that's set in the Schumacher verse, I'm doing that shot again of the glass thing, and I'm gonna play the same music and be like, "Yeah, we're doing that." I probably would. Yeah, he cracked that guy's leg. Could be fired for this, sir.
Oh, Alfred, you let Vicky Vale into the Batcave. If you weren't fired over that.
This is a nod to Raiders.
Yep. Clearly not Val Kilmer.
Now, did you notice how Batman kind of nodded to him like, okay, it's my turn to kick you?
Okay, does nobody bother to help her? Phase 2! Ha-ha!
I also want to just point out, Batman's an amazing kisser in these movies. And this one especially. Okay, that shot there, she came in that shot.
Okay, think about this. She came with Bruce Wayne.
Okay, that one
To the
shot
party.
of Batman kicking those two guys, like some of this stuff I love.
Okay, did
The
she even
costume
question
show.
where Bruce Wayne? Okay, I know Batman shows up, but Bruce Wayne was literally just with her. Wouldn't she be concerned? Or why is this asshole not anywhere near me?
And why is Tommy Lee? Why is Two-Face shooting in the air? Die, birds, die! Die, man!
Okay, this shot here, early CGI, is pretty.
It still holds up. This still looks amazing.
Like I said, like this movie's kind of like changing the game a bit with superheroes, with stuff like this.
Love that. That still holds up. That still is a good shot.
Jack, what's your opinion on V for Vendetta?
I gotta pull up this. I'm gonna find another GIF. Here's a GIF you can put up.
All right.
The flame thing. Put it up. That's where we're at in the movie. Like this stuff, all the stuff Batman shot in this scene looks amazing.
Looks like a bad case of gas.
Fireproof. And one of my favorite riff tracks of all time.
I like
Help! It's like on Star Emergency. Help!
Okay, Tommy Jones is basically the Joker, cackling like a madman.
I love this. This is one of my favorite Batman moments of all time.
This is probably my favorite. This is probably my favorite shot in the movie. That's such a.
I wanted to see him come out and say, "I am vengeance. I am the night."
Again, like the music and how triumphant it is. That is me playing when I'm facing a hard video game boss. Why can't you just die?
No, that shot just screams him wanting to say, "I am Batman."
All right, Jack, what's your opinion on V for?
One of my favorite, just straight up, "I'm Batman" moments. Because
right,
like if I give me a redub and I'll have him just come out and be like, "You can't kill me. I'm Batman."
All right, Jack, what's your opinion on V for Vendetta?
Never seen it.
All right. Can't wait for the new Riddler. Wonder who will be the villain in the Squeal. Probably, I think you meant sequel.
Okay, I love this shot.
Yeah, again, it's just nice to see fucking Batman and Robin working together in a goddamn movie, which I can't get. I
want to bring up that scene later in the movie that comes up when Robin's first introduced. Can you imagine how much that brought down the house in the theater? Like, when they shook hands and they're talking, and like he shows up with the.
How did you think? I wish I could go back in time and see big movies in the theaters when they first premiere, just with the audience.
Anyway, so
he mentioned Nightwing.
Like, I love that. Just the idea that like when he comes down and just you hear that's a Marvel moment. That is a Marvel moment when Robin shows up. You know? Like, God, can you imagine? Now, I want to see that happen. If they bring Robin back, they have to do that again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, introduce him, and then at the very end, he comes out as Robin. That would be like, yeah!
Okay, Kilmer looks kind of like, I mean, like in Top Gun, the dude was jacked as hell. Like, here he looks still kind of small for a Batman. You know what I mean? He's not, like, as jacked as you see superheroes today.
Yeah, I think that's the idea. That's why I think the idea that the suit almost sticks to him. Like, almost like the rubber is spandex.
Right.
Like a super highly advanced spandex.
How many Marvel comics have you read, Jack? Probably just Spider-Man and X-Men, maybe?
I've only read like 1 or 2 issues.
Okay.
Not a big Marvel comic guy.
More of a DC guy. Yeah. Same here.
Okay, where did he get that footage?
Okay, yeah. And also, what the hell?
I want to point this out. I want to say it before you do. Nicole Kidman naked in bed. It's pretty fucking hot. That's like this stuff right here. Oh man.
Oh.
God.
You know what? And this is directed by Joel Schumacher.
Oh, look at that. Like, okay, now here's the thing. If she had chosen Batman, would they would have had him bang in the costume? Dude, like, that's every guy. Like, I love what James once said. That's every boy's dream, to dress like a bat and have girls go crazy on you. I've tried it. It doesn't work. I have done that and it doesn't work. Okay, you know, I gotta charge my computer quickly.
All right. All right, you're gonna miss this part. That's okay.
Yeah, one of the best French kisses of all time. That shit's hot. Oh, I'll say that is one of the best French kisses I've ever fucking seen on film.
Ooh. Oh, that's just me.
There we go.
Just kidding.
We're back.
Whatever you do, Whispers, please don't tell Wonder Woman.
Fuck.
Opinions on Simpsons comic books. Never read any of them. So. And now okay, you know what? What a tease. He should have just taken off. You know, if I were him, I'd be like, take it off. All right, I'm Batman. Let's go.
A little bit of a bat bang.
Screw it. Why not? I mean, Batman does that with Catwoman a lot of times in comic books.
Like
they'll literally. I mean, he bangs on rooftops a lot. He did it, and as recently as like a year or two ago in one of the comics, and then
here, put the GIF on. One of my favorite GIFs. The bat smile. Bat smirk. I love that shot.
There's a lot of great like cheer-worthy kind of moments in this movie. Like the Batman thumbs up is one of my favorites. It's like you don't always need like something like sometimes a simple Batman thumbs up. Here it is. Here's the smile.
Yeah, I love it. He's just like, yeah, that's nice. It's good to see Batman happy.
Right.
But yeah, can you imagine?
And then we get the cutaway to the best cutaway. Ah.
Yeah, they just saw the reviews of this thing.
Okay, so here's the thing. They just went back. Nigma had to just change into this outfit, spray paint his hair, put the eyeshadow on, and the mask just to sit in his chair like that.
And then the argument is the answer to that is shut up, the comic book movie.
I figured it out. He's doing this to impress Two-Face.
No. You know what it is? The simple answer is shut up. It's a comic book movie.
I know, but you know what? I'm gonna have fun. What? Read this? Well, that still doesn't answer anything. A lot of people can think about Batman.
No, but here's the thing. I think Harvey's answer is a little bit too.
You're a genius.
No, odd. Because think about it. Like Bruce was his best friend. To find out that your best friend is the one that's destroyed you, wouldn't that leave a different reaction?
Well, you gotta understand, he's just cackling Joker.
Like really, the Batmobile in this thing is a giant fucking shark fin.
Yep. All right, how many Star Wars books have you read from Legends of Canon? Nope, none for me.
The only one I've read that I really enjoyed was Dark Empire.
Okay.
Again, I just love the lighting in the back.
Someone just put Jack. Well, what about Sean? He's in the stream too. I feel like all the questions are to Jack. Shut up, Sean.
I bring up my answer about the Riddler. Shut up, Sean. It's a comic book movie.
Oh yeah, I'm giving up being Batman just so I can sleep with this hot chick. Bruce, what about Vicky Vale, Selena Kyle?
Well, hey, Sean. Talk about physical therapy. Because she's a psychiatrist. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, she's pretty easy. Her entire character is just being easy, I guess.
Why does Bruce always wear a fucking turtleneck?
Because it's just rich people do, I guess. They wear turtlenecks. They look fancy.
I have never seen one rich motherfucker wear a turtleneck.
Well, you clearly never seen
Batman.
Because Batman owns that shit.
So, like, I guess, what? Did he get always injured? Is it just supposed to protect his neck from fucking, like, all the neck? No, it is. I know why he wears it. Because he gets all the fucking neck pains because he can't wear the goddamn fucking... Because the thing, he can't move
Gotham
his neck.
Taxi. Okay, apparently it's Halloween now.
So where's Michael Myers?
And you know what the thing is? Like, they should have set it around Christmas because Gotham's just best at Christmas. Okay, Gotham City in the snow. There's just something special about it.
I love that shot of the suit.
Yeah,
I like those. That's cool.
Just think, if he would have stayed just a little bit longer, he would have gotten Two-Face.
Yeah, like I love the look of how. Like one thing I love about all these early Batman movies, I love how they how they display the costumes.
Right. You don't really get that type of stuff.
Now, is he in the Batcave taking off? Yeah, he is. Because that's where the Batmobile comes from.
Yep, and he just walks his bike.
But yeah, I love that. I love the way the suits are lit. And in fact, you know what? Fun story. When I was in the States, we went to Six Flags Great America, and we went on the Batman ride, the Batman roller coaster. And it was still in the style of the Burton movies. And they had the Batmobile there, like the Burton Batmobile. But you go into the launch where you get on the coaster, and it's the Batcave. And right when you leave right where the exit door is, there's a display of the Keaton suit.
Okay.
And it was really cool. Like I thought it was like I love the way each of these Batman movies, like the way the suit is lit when it's on display. But like look at my shit. Hold up. My battery might go off a little bit. Look at this shit.
All right, hang on. Let me
Bring this full screen. You know what? I'm gonna light mine right now and make it look like the movie. Let me just hold up.
All right.
Gonna get this lit right. Look how nice that looks on display. Look at that.
Yeah, this display. Jack, you need like a glass dome case for it. So
nah, it's like that. It's cool. Like the thing is, guys, if you want to make a bat cave, if you want to make a display, if you have a bat suit and you want it, make it look nice, just fucking get a mannequin, a store mannequin.
Mm-hmm.
Get a store mannequin, put your suit on it, and put just one light above below it.
Twick or tweet.
So basically, this is Batman: The Long Halloween.
Yep.
Oh, my hair is terrible.
All right, hang on. Let me.
Yeah, I love Val when he's having his flashbacks, like his trauma.
Mm-hmm. Stuff like this is pretty good.
That's
All right.
great. Jack,
would you like to see a prequel or a sequel to the original King Kong?
We got that with Son of Kong, and it was okay. A prequel, no. I'm one of those people. I don't like it when Kong is franchised, except if it's against Godzilla. But with the original story, no. It's a one.
Have you seen Dr. Zhivago?
I'm not.
Never. Shut up, Sean. Just shut up. Thoughts on Demolition Man, also composed by the same guy. Demolition Man is the best Stallone movie that isn't a Rocky or a Rambo film.
That is basically Joel Schumacher's Blade Runner.
He didn't make Demolition Man.
I know, but it's like in the style. It's like if Blade Runner was made by Joel Schumacher. In fact, actually, you notice how the flashbacks, the camera's a little jolty in these shots with Bruce. You ever notice that?
Because he's trying to remember. It's a fuzzy memory. But
no, it's a technical problem. See how it's kind of jolty like that?
Yeah.
That could be fixed. You could fix that in a later release.
Okay, and here's the thing. This whole Red Book thing, you've seen the deleted scene with the bat. It was supposed to be Bruce Wayne falls into the cave, finds his dad's journal, and then he sees that he wanted to see a movie tonight. So in a way, like, he blames himself for his parents' death because he wanted to see a movie.
And that movie being the Mark of Zorro with Tyrone Power in the comics.
Right.
Which you should watch that movie. That's a great Zorro movie. You can see the inspirations for why he wanted to become Batman.
Mm-hmm. But yes, Brian Kingsley, love Demolition Man. Awesome.
Well, I wanted to say, if you've seen, I know there's actually a fan edit out there called the Red Book Cut.
Yeah, something like that. Have you seen?
I have that somewhere. I have to look.
Have you seen Puss in Boots? I haven't seen it. I don't think Jack has.
It's okay. It's not. I mean, I felt the Shrek franchise kind of sucks.
Yeah, so. I mean, Shrek was done after 2 for me, so I just didn't care.
But I wanted to point out, so like, if you want to actually, it's funny because there was a couple years ago, you know, like those arena shows they have for like Walking with Dinosaurs and Marvel and stuff. They had one for Batman. They had a Batman live show, and it had him, Robin, and all the villains, and it was a big stunt show, arena show. It had it had the same feel and look as Batman, as the Schumacher films.
Oh, nice.
It was almost like Batman Forever live, which there was that in the 90s when this movie came out. Six Flags had a ton of I love that reaction. She's like, "Oh my God, you're Batman." Like, that's a nice nod. And she smiles like, "Oh, that's awesome. You're Batman."
Yes.
That's a nice moment. Anyway, I want to point out that
Quick or tweet.
I love that.
How does Alfred this stupid?
Unleash the hounds.
Twick. Okay. Jim Carrey, like, that outfit. It's
I wanted to point out, so how fucking was it? Yeah, there's a live show. You should look up the Batman live stunt show at the arena show. It's actually very much like a Schumacher movie. But they had at Six Flags these Batman Forever stunt shows on the waterfront, and they would actually bring out the Batboat.
Do you like Sherlock Holmes?
I like that Robert Downey Jr. one.
I didn't like the second one. The second one was kind of messy. Okay, I love how they completely like miss. See, Batfleck would have just beaten the shit out of all.
I love this line.
Intruder alert.
Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Shut up! Yeah, how did Riddler be able to hack into the Bat computer and shit?
90s, I guess.
How does he hack into that?
Wow, that's impressive.
Did he get the same technology from the Penguin when they disassembled the Batmobile?
Maybe.
That's what I wonder. I wonder if he actually.
He slides on his shoes across the table. He's not on his butt or anything. He just slides on his shoes. Also, come on, Batman. Why can't you just beat up the thugs so easily? You know what I mean? That kind of always irked me a bit.
I love those bat bombs.
He's having a lot of fun. Just like, look at how much. Just his little mannerisms.
The sound effects they make. Doing.
Yep. We have trouble adapting to their new environments.
I love the sounds they make.
It's and he does those little mannerisms.
Those are great.
The
music's fantastic.
Okay, I don't like the idea of Two-Face deliberately flipping his coin. I think that
would have made. Okay, I love this part with the baseball theme.
Yep. And then the Riddler crotch.
He just grabs his crotch. Just cartoon. Make it a cartoon. This always upset me that car had to get blown up.
I don't like the Batman and Robin Batmobile. This one looks way better, but the shark fin is excessive.
You know, one thing I will say about the Pattinson Batman coming up, I love the Batmobile in that because
Joygasm.
Okay, that's the trailer shot, everybody. That'll be in all the trailers. I will point out with the Batman, I love the fact that it's a fucking car and it's not a giant tank thing.
This is so dumb. Why is Two-Face deliberately flipping his coin? That defeats the purpose of it.
You know, believe it or not, almost every incarnation of Two-Face except for the animated series really didn't do Two-Face justice on film. I would even say The Dark Knight did not do Two-Face justice. He was actually the weakest part of the movie.
Oh, I think Aaron Eckhart was amazing.
Okay, everything Aaron Eckhart did before he became Two-Face was great. When he becomes Two-Face, I feel like they ruined that. They fucked up the character because the problem with the movie is that the idea is that, oh, he's another Joker. The Joker made a clone of himself.
No, because he still had the 50-50 thing going on.
No, because here's the thing. The animated series did that. Why? It was a split personality. It was multiple personality disorder.
Right. I think they did it as well as you could without the multiple personality.
No, they didn't. I didn't feel that at all with Aaron Eckhart's Two-Face. I felt it was very...
He didn't do the split personality, though.
It was an anger issue. It was anger issues.
He fell because that was the Joker's point. He wanted to prove that anyone can fall.
But I don't like that. If you had you can still do that, but have it where maybe this other half takes over. No, you know what? No, would have been great. Two-Face in the style of something like Gollum.
No, I like the split personality, but I'm saying in their more grounded approach, I think it worked for what they were doing in the movie because you see his gradual fall as everything and all the people around him he trusts, and he loses Rachel and he gets damaged.
That's
and everything he believed in.
That's just That's basically Killing Joke. That's not Two-Face. That's trying to break somebody. I'm talking about they should have done it where maybe halfway through the movie, like that scene where he's holding that guy hostage. That he's struggling with.
This is some kinky shit by Riddler.
Oh. Now, okay, this is officially.
Okay, I want this fucking jacket.
How do you make something? How do you make? You could probably get that commissioned.
Say when I'm jogging at night.
Now here, do you ever notice a bit of the Grinch here in this part?
Yes.
There's a lot of the Grinch in that.
Gee, I wonder where that Riddler thing's coming from.
I love that though.
Meanwhile, on Xbox Island.
Who the hell's doing that?
Meanwhile, in Gotham City.
Can you do that a cell?
Meanwhile, in Gotham... No, hang on. Meanwhile, in Gotham City. Riddler and Batman all defeated.
I want to let you know something interesting. In The Dark Knight, there is a character.
Mr.
Okay, you know the character that Bruce fired? Who was going to blackmail?
Yeah, I know. Mr. Reese.
Mr. Reese. I think that was planned. They were going to do the Riddler at some point. Now imagine a Christopher Nolan Riddler in a fourth movie.
Would have been sweet.
And then you could have had Joseph Gordon-Levitt as Nightwing.
Okay, you know what I appreciate here? Fucking Detective Batman.
Yeah! Yeah, and the one thing I will give credit to the Batman, and even the Batfleck movie, they made him do mystery shit. They had him solve mysteries.
Right. MRE. How about mystery?
Mystery? The word for mystery? Enigma. Ooh, okay, here, let me find some more gifs.
Edward Nigma.
Edward Nigma. Here, this is the thumbs up.
All right. Jack, are you going to review? He's doing a King Kong fan film. Can you possibly review it?
Yeah, sure. If it's of good quality, I'll definitely take a look at it. Okay,
all right, here we go.
Okay, you know what? I love this.
You know, we'll put on the thumbs up when we get closer to it. We'll put on the thumbs up. The bat ass. Yeah, there we go.
You know
to
what?
be fair, he didn't show Batman's full ass. That was Zack Snyder in the Ultimate Edition of BVS.
Okay, I'll say this. This is a Marvel moment. This is what I want to see when they bring back Robin. This kind of scene. Because you imagine in the theater in 1995 when he comes down.
Why not both? That Robin suit is pretty damn good.
I love that. I want that costume. But
if you just erase the nips, it's perfect. Yeah. The Batman and Robin one's not as good. It's just basically Nightwing but red.
No, it's not even the Nightwing costume. You know what? It's more of the Jason Todd, Tim Drake costume.
Yeah, kind of.
But yeah, like this stuff. Imagine in the theater, the audience flipping out. It's like, yeah, Batman and Robin, let's go.
A man's got to go his own way, Jack. A friend taught me that.
Not just a friend.
A partner. I love this bit here. I mean,
we need another one of those again. We need another moment like that in a Batman movie. And what I love is when Robin launches, he's having fun. He's a rookie, but he's having fun.
Yep.
Like, who wouldn't it be like that riding the Batboat?
And to be fair, he took away a lot of the traps for Batman, so.
Yeah, woohoo! Whoa! I would so be like that.
Again, like the audience apparently went crazy. I was watching videos on it. He's not coming. Shut it down, Commissioner. We can't do our jobs. We're cops in Gotham.
We're as bad as the cops in DC. DC Comics. Huh?
Wait. All right. I love this bit here, too.
I love this. This is great. It's like, fuck you, Xbox and PlayStation all the way!
And here we go. One of my favorite Batman gif. The thumbs up. So, yeah. Go. Do our jobs for us. Go.
Eat your heart out, Ebert.
He shakes his hand. He's like, I don't have to work, and I get paid for it.
I love this. You know what this screams if this had a narrator? Batman and Robin!
Batman and Robin. To ruin the reputation as ace crime fighters. Okay, every time I think of the game Battleship, do you think of this scene?
How did they not make a toy of this?
A14.
How did they not make a toy of this? Now, something I never noticed until now, I never noticed that the Batboat didn't have a fucking...
Had my favorite vitamin, I might add.
I never noticed this, that the Batmobile doesn't... Or the Batboat doesn't have a hood over it. I never noticed that.
Wait, Batman really uses the Batboat, so that's probably why. Saving money.
Now, the question is, with that Batwing, was that mod... Like, if you're counting the Burton movies, is that modded from the original Batwing?
Maybe. Oh, boom. And it's already destroyed. Robin.
Yeah, man. That's a nice Batboat.
You sunk my battleship.
Who, me?
Do your laugh, Jack.
I found out that Batboat still exists somewhere.
It's pretty much blown up at this point.
No, but like the props is somewhere. That in the 60s Batboat still exists. And they're actually in great condition.
I've seen the 60s Batmobile. Literally, over the summer, I was driving through the park, and somebody was driving a replica of the 60s Batmobile randomly.
We have, what is it, we had a Fan Expo one time, the 60s Batmobile showed up. Actually,
I sat in one. It's pretty amazing.
Josh actually got to take a photo with it at Fan Expo, and with Adam West and Burt Ward, which was pretty cool.
I got him.
But I actually, we also have here in Ontario, there are technically two 89 Batmobiles here in Ontario.
I hope they can find the little black box. Oh, that's awesome.
Now, I love this. The Bat Wing becomes the Bat Sub. I love that.
Yeah, that's cool. And then the eyes kind of glow like a...
That's like, where's the Bat Sub in these movies?
How many Matthew McConaughey movies have you seen?
I've only seen one, and that's Angels in the Outfield.
He was in that one?
Yeah, oh, dude. Andrea Brody was in that, and the kid was Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
I know Christopher Lloyd was in it. I didn't know Matthew McConaughey was.
Yeah, but the other baseball players, Adrian Brody, and
I'd have to rewatch it again.
And the kid, that's Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
My favorite McConaughey movie, A Time to Kill, another Joel Schumacher movie, which is he made right after Batman Forever.
Okay, this is one of the best lines in the movie. I love this.
Begins.
Not the game begins, but the one Robin gives. Love this. Boo!
Full
of holes, you know? Holy!
Oh.
I love how he says Robin. Wait, I love that line.
Robin, wait.
That is animated series Batman. I've got a good GIF on there right now.
Moving.
Half of this was probably fucking dubbed over. I've got a good GIF playing right now. Oh, my grapple gun failed. Oh, that's great shots. But I love that. It's like, Robin, wait. That's Kevin Conroy right there.
Your opinion on Little Shop of Horrors?
Nope, never seen it. A lot of people are asking about different things that I've never seen.
Well, you know what? We got the stream. We answer the questions.
Yes.
So, usually for like the live watches and that, I don't turn on like ads or anything because I feel like that kind of ruins the fun of it.
Yeah, because then it won't sync up properly if people want to go back and watch it.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like,
oh, look at like some of these shots are great.
ha! Don't you have henchmen that can do stuff?
This is a great moment. This is a good Robin moment. Again, you can't say, oh, well, he shouldn't kill people. He's a rookie.
Well, and he doesn't kill him, too. So
yeah, he's being a rookie. He's allowed to feel those emotions. That shot of Robin I love, right there in the GIF.
Yeah, that's an epic shot.
That's a great shot. Like, there's some moments here that are, like, great audience Marvel moments, as I put it.
For people going to Enigma Tech, do they not see these Riddler? When they were designing it, how did they not know about the Riddler question marks?
It's like, wait, is this the Riddler?
Yeah, construction crews. What are these death traps for? Unless it's two.
Although there's like even spikes below it.
Zoom out.
Oh god, that was awful. Oh, this was a terrible idea. I like this line. I'll see you in hell. In the response, I'd rather see you in jail. Again, it just shows how developed Robin's become. Like, yeah, he's a rookie, but he's actually trying to show, like, be like Batman. Just don't kill. And he's instantly captured.
But no more.
Yeah, think about it. This is really the only time outside of Batman and Robin with a good Batman movie where they're working together.
Yeah, pretty much.
Batman's got fucking R2-D2 legs.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
I love that.
Again, I like the way the traps are done, like little shit like this.
Oh, it's great stuff. And that's a model. That's a model right there. That's beautiful.
Again, the traps. It's a throwback to the 60s show, but again, like Riddler's whole thing. Like that shot, like where he pops it.
That's
basically the same. Both movies kind of have the same ending.
And that's a fisheye lens, too.
Okay. Riddler. What is he wearing? Oh, Jack, find a GIF of that, please.
That's David Bowie right there.
Please find a GIF of this.
I have it.
All right, pop it up.
Trying to find it.
Look at. Tell me when it's ready.
There it
is. And me.
Me.
So think about this. Riddler had to change out of his battleship outfits, style his hair orange, and all that other shit.
Something, I'll say this: watching these Schumacher Batman movies a couple of times lately, I've started to get used to. Especially, you'll see it in my next episode. After Inuyasha, I'm getting used to doing a lot of like corner angles, like those kind of like tilted angles.
Yep, Dutch angles.
Like they're starting to the tilted angles are starting to grab me with filmmaking.
This is literally the internet with what he's talking about.
Yeah.
And then the Cable Guy, it's the same thing. Jim Carrey kind of predicted the future with his movies.
Yeah, I actually do like the sonar suit.
Have you seen the Sarah Connor Chronicles show?
I have. It was okay. I watched the first season.
I watched a few episodes.
Like, honestly, the suit he's wearing, that's something David Bowie would wear.
Yep.
Freak.
Bruce Wayne,
Batman. Apparently, David Bowie was considered for the Riddler at one point.
Look at that hair. What? That's such a crazy wig.
How long did it take to put a speaker mic in your fucking cane, Riddler?
I don't know. The absolutely fabulous Dr. Chase Meridian. And
so it shows that they actually used the brain thing on them. You notice Two-Face's glove has bullets in it? Like little bullets he can slide out and put in his gun?
I never noticed that.
Yeah, he's got like little bullets in the knuckles so he can easily pull them out and put it in his gun if he needs extra ammo. I love this line.
Wait. Bare naked with the girls.
Oh, come on, Tommy, what the fuck are you doing, man?
Tommy Lee Jones is going as freaking over the top as he can go. He's trying to match Jim Carrey.
I love also, like, what I love is, like, in the riff tracks, it's like, bare naked with a girl. That's a filthy lie! Huh. Here comes the gift. Oh. I'm going to switch gifts here. Hang on.
What books have you read that you not talked about that
you
liked?
This one. Junior partner. I love it. I love that. How many books have you read that you not talked about that you liked? Can't really say. Not a big bookworm. I like books, but not really a lot of them.
Wait.
See, he's channeling Conroy. I feel like when they were making this, because this was at the same time the animated series was out, I wonder if they watched a few episodes.
Well, Joel obviously did because Mr. Freeze and Batman Robin inspired by Heart of Ice.
No, that's the thing. I wonder.
See without seeing. To me, darkness is. See, when I was a kid, this was my favorite one.
Yeah.
Because I didn't own it, and I always would just want to watch it when it was on TV.
What makes it great too, what I love, is that Batarang is almost like it's drone technology, like it's meant to hit its target remotely.
I want you like this inspired like the Arkham games.
I love that sound effect. I love that sound effect of the Batarang. I love that.
So when that thing is destroyed, it just sucks the knowledge out of them. Is that how it works?
Power source. No,
like,
fisheye lens.
I don't understand how it works. Can he just move?
It's like the Death Star generator.
He could just move out of the way. He doesn't have to sit there unless he's locked to it. Okay, his face here.
Like this stuff here is right. I would say this stuff here is out of Burton.
Yeah. Bummer.
And then I'm going to be honest. I love this sequence when he has to save them both. Like the music is
there. We go.
Here. This is like good Batman finale music. I love this.
Like this is like a big triumphant thing.
Yeah, it's great. Batman's triumphant.
Yep.
I love how the Batarangs at this point are shaped like his logo.
Yeah, and how they always manage to hit a target.
Yeah. But this stuff here where he's trying to say, and you notice here, Robin isn't helpless. He's actually trying to assisting Batman. Look at that, right there.
Yep.
Like he's like, come on, Batman, let's go. And then like that, they grab hands. I love that. I gotta grab my dick.
Yep, I know that was John Glover. John Glover in DC properties just always works. Batman and Robin, he's fucking hilarious. Animated series is a great Riddler.
Let's just appreciate these shots. Like these shots are great.
Yep, he was on Smallville. In Shazam, he's hilarious as Savannah's dad.
So does this mean Batman grabbed his dick?
See, this is where we need Nick for a reaction like that.
Yeah. So it's not. I love it. They're working together.
Yeah.
This was stupid. I think killing Two-Face was stupid.
Right, because it just makes Batman the message he just had about letting Two-Face go. Right.
I mean, he did kill the Joker.
Well, technically, he doesn't kill Two-Face. Like, this is all Two-Face.
I always love this way to kill Two-Face when he flips the coin just to confuse him. Just throw the other coins. I can't remember if any other adaptations did that.
No, it's the fact that Batman doesn't try to save him. Like, that was still like his friend, right?
Yeah.
As I get older, I kind of have issues with this bit.
Yeah, I do too. I think it would have been more smart if he lived. Plus, in Batman and Robin, you see his costume.
Right.
You know what I think he might have just like landed in the water. I don't think he actually died. I think maybe
he's clearly dead. Sharp Rock's at the bottom. He's dead.
No. But there's like he's sinking. I think if they were sharp rocks, he would have specked out like Mortal Kombat.
Wouldn't that have been awesome?
Brought to you by Acclaim.
Okay, look at Jim Carrey's face.
I am the Grinch.
Why can't I kill?
Batman grabbed his dick. Good night, everybody. You're not leaving, are you, Brian? We're at the very end.
Process. I like this line.
Poor Edward. I had to save them both. See, I'm both Bruce Wayne and Batman. Not because I have to be. No. Because I choose to be. Now because I choose to be.
So that's what I love. They developed Bruce. He's finally grown the fuck up. He's not being Batman just because his parents died. He's doing it because he wants to just help people.
That's actually a pretty solid arc.
Yeah, like he just wants to be Batman because
Arkham looks perfect though. I'll say this. Arkham, that looks spot on.
Now here's Renee Arbajonas. Here's Roy Bagley from Kong 76.
Okay, why are these hallways this
That's him
narrow?
right there. That's Roy. And you know what his name is? Dr.
Burton. Yep. The opening, the alternate opening shows it. Yeah. Harvey, Two-Face. I like the alternate opening. It's better. And it's a good atmospheric way to start.
And you know it would have been great if Riddler was like, till then, Dr. Burton, you better off filling up your Cadillac with mule piss. Who is it? No, I've actually met Renee. He was a nice guy.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, you got to get the final running gif ready to go.
Oh, let me see if I have that handy. I should.
Why Batman is the best superhero. Yeah, Jack, are you ever going to rewatch the show Nightfall, which is a fantasy?
Nope. I don't know.
Edward, please. Who is Batman? I'm a Batman.
Batman. That is a good... I like that. That is actually really creepy. That's Burton right there.
Well, Burton did produce the movie.
All right, this is the only one I could find. So...
No, that's where we're going to be.
That's a great shot. I love that one.
Mm-hmm. It's a very iconic one. Favorite seafood, Jack? Boy, a lot of really random questions.
Crab. Love me crab. My hot crab with dipped butter. Eberle for dinner.
Yes, he likes crabs.
That's a lame. That's a low joke.
Yeah, I went and caught crabs before. You just get a piece of chicken, you dump it out in the water, they swarm to it, and you catch them in a net.
Oh, God. No.
Yeah, like crustaceans.
Alfred there, like, you going to get that? I've always get the puss, Master Wayne. I like that line. Don't work too late.
I ain't a bit surprised. It's kind of Vicky Vale-ish. All right, here we go.
I love this. This is great. The music is like, yeah, Batman and Robin. Let's go. Can you just imagine the audience, yeah, the dynamic duel once again. That's a nod to the '60s show. That is like
that's a great shot. It's a great shot. All right, Jack, I have to lower the volume on your TV because of the song.
And then fucking you too, man. I love that song.
All right, I'm gonna have to dun. We'll just kind of skim over the credits as we watch this, but
Man, you know what? Still a good fucking movie.
yeah, still a lot of fun. I seeing the god awful sequel. Well, Brian Kingsley, we already talked about that already on the channel.
I love Batman Forever. It's a childhood classic. You know, it's just really something I grew up with, and I know people hate it, but I love it. It's a great movie. It's a Marvel Batman movie. For like, here's the thing. For DC fans who say Batman's too dark, it should be like Marvel. Here you fucking go. Marvel's Batman.
Yep. You know, it was kind of weird. DC did like things where they were kind of the lighthearted one, and Marvel was doing kind of the darker stuff in the 90s. When you think about it, like they had kind of like Forever through like Batman and Robin, they had Steel and all that other crap. Marvel, on the other hand, was doing shit like fucking Blade.
Yeah, it's pretty freaking crazy. You know, I'm gonna find there is a Batman stunt show, like a Batman Forever stunt show. I'm gonna try to find footage of this. It's actually pretty cool.
Yep, that was amazing. Can't wait for 2022.
Hold on.
Oh, ads. Well, you know what? Just looking over these credits. I love how the credits too. They don't make them like they still have the Bat logo in the background. I like that.
Yeah, here, let me try to find where the Batmobile and shit shows up. Hang on.
Still the YouTube music playing.
Yeah, I'm just trying to play it. Hang on.
I'm playing this because we're finishing the credits. That's how you finish a movie. There's so much.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. Here, I'm gonna share this on your screen on this thing.
Okay. Yeah, the song for the credits is great, and then we have
"Kiss from a Rose." It's great. Just a cry, just a cry. All right, this is the Batman Forever stunt show that's at one of the Six Flags parks. It's pretty cool. This was in like '96. This was like a year after the movie came out.
Oh wow!
And then yeah, here's Batman coming out.
That's
but yeah, the
awesome.
movie was such a huge hit. The merchandise, and then there was a stunt show, and
yeah, it was the biggest film in '95, I think.
Yeah, actually, I think they said it was the biggest opening weekend for a long ass time.
It broke Jurassic Park's record. All right, now Kiss from a Rose is playing. There's so much a man can tell you, so much he can say. You became the
like this is pretty cool. Let me actually skim through this. Let me see if I can find like look at Two-Face. He's wearing underwear.
Okay.
Well, it was cheap. It was made to cash in on the movie.
I can see that. This is something that I can put together in my backyard.
Yeah, it's like a backyard circus. Yeah, and here, like, all the explosions. This actually is pretty cool. It's like an inflatable. On the grave.
Hold me, thrill me, kiss me. Look at all the songs.
Buy the album.
Bad Days by the Flaming Lips. Where Are You Now? Again,
Where Are You Now? That song, that was by Brandy, who kind of disappeared for a while, right? And the song is actually really good. It belongs in like an anime. Like it belongs in Rosario Vampire.
Right. Okay. And then with that said, I'm gonna stop the stopwatch. I'm gonna
try to find out where they show up. Yeah, so there's Robin, he's there too.
And that was Batman Forever, everyone.
And there's like the Batboat right there.
Boom.
That's amazing that they did all that. Yeah, it was a big stunt show back then. It was pretty kick-ass.
Bring on the Seal. Yep. We brought on Seal.
But that was Batman Forever. Still enjoy it. Still love it. Still a great.
My hair look a little messy. We'll put the hat back on because I got my Warner Brothers ball cap. I chugged through most of this.
Got my McDonald's.
Wow, that was fun, Jack.
I had fun. I like a good movie watch once in a while. I gotta do some of these myself, actually.
Yeah, you really should include some of these on your channel. Get a lot of people involved. Do a Kong 76.
Ooh, okay. You know what? This year is its 45th anniversary.
Okay, 45th anniversary. You've done reviews. Do a watch commentary.
I've done a commentary. I think I've done a commentary on it before, but to do like a watch stream, you know what? I could bring some big people in that. D-Man loves the movie. You can come in. Ryan can come in. They don't
Yeah.
have to fuck. We'll do both De Laurentiis movies.
And King Kong Lives.
You know what? No, yeah, come on.
Jack,
on, laugh at how dumb the movie
you would
is.
destroy me. It would destroy me if I had to watch King Kong Lives.
But we'll do a 45th anniversary watch at some point. I think that would be really fun to do. Now, you know what? I'll even treat. You know what? I'll do a special treat for those who haven't seen it. What if I did the extended TV cut?
I've never seen the extended TV cut.
Okay, you know what? You come down to that. We'll watch the extended TV cut of Kong 76. It's 3 hours, but it's a good 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And what I can do is I can provide everybody with a link, and we can all watch it together.
Alrighty then.
I think that would be really fun to do. So, and yeah, I think it'd be a good idea. But yeah, I still love this movie. It's still a childhood classic. Absolutely love it. Fantastic. That was my fault. I mean, this is probably one of my favorites. This is about a 9 out of 10 for me, just for nostalgia. I love it. Like, I mean, I put it up there. Like, I mean, Burton's Batman's I put higher, but Batman Forever is like a close second.
Right. Like this one's just a lot of fun.
Like if I were to name like top 5 Batman movies, 89, Returns, Forever, The Dark Knight, and Mask of the Phantasm. Those are like the top 5 best Batman movies.
Oh, Brian Kingsley, I'm so jealous you got to watch the Fathom events. I saw all the other 3, but I was just too sick to go see. I couldn't even breathe. I had like really bad like sinus problems. It was the only one I missed. And I had like the fever and sore throat, and I couldn't even breathe out my nose.
Part of me is wanting to contact, because the thing is, we don't have Fathom events here in Canada. We have Cineplex Classic Film Series.
It's the only one I missed. The only fucking one, and I really wanted to see this one
because I guarantee movie theaters are probably going to open up later this year. You should contact AMC and see about saying, can we do a Fathom event of Kong 76?
If I could do that,
that'd be great. Like, what movies have their anniversaries this year? We have a few.
Hook needs a Fathom event.
Hook. We have By the Sword, Robin Hood. We should do Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves for a stream. That would be fun. Have you ever seen Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves?
Nope, I have a VHS of it.
Dude, Alan Rickman is so good in that movie. I mean, just the cast in that movie. Alan Rickman, Kevin Costner, Morgan Freeman, Christian Slater. Huge. And the song at the end is by Bryan Adams. In fact, funny enough, when that movie was such a huge hit in 1991, Disney wanted their own. So they hired the same crew to do Three Musketeers, which has Chris O'Donnell, who was in Batman. That was pre-Batman Forever Chris O'Donnell.
Yep. And it has Tim Curry.
Yeah, he's great. All for one.
And more for me.
Actually, no, very quickly, I'm going to look up. I want to show you something before we cancel off for the night. Okay. I want to show you there's a, aside from that Batman stunt show that was at Universal, or that was at Six Flags, right? There was also a Batman live arena show. Which feels very much like a Schumacher Batman film. Like, you got to take a look at this. This is crazy. It's only 15 seconds, but it's pretty freaking crazy. Like, this feels like a Schumacher Batman movie.
All right, let's watch this. Hang on, let me add this to the stream. Can you share audio?
Yeah, here. Can you see it?
Oh my god.
This is a Schumacher live show.
What?
This was a live arena show that is pretty much...
Oh, jeez. Okay, that's a terrifying Joker.
This was a live arena show in pair with, like, How to Train Your Dragon, Walking with Dinosaurs.
Oh, hello.
This is right out of a Schumacher movie.
Basically. This literally is.
Joel Schumacher's, this is the closest we get to Batman Triumphant. In fact, I want to edit a fan trailer for Batman Triumphant and use this footage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
It would match so well.
There's Harley, Robin. This is okay, the rocket launcher bit. Batman Live World Tour.
This was a couple of years ago though. They don't do it anymore.
Mm.
But how cool is that? Like, that is like if Joel Schumacher directed a live Batman show.
Yep, Batman Forever, pretty solid there.
And it's funny too, because like there is one other Schumacher movie that, I mean, I've seen Falling Down. I've seen
Falling Down.
I've seen
Falling
Batman.
Down, Lost Boys. A Time to Kill you got to watch. I think
One I actually really like. I love his adaptation of Phantom of the Opera.
I have not seen it. I've heard.
Have you not seen? Oh, you know what? I wonder. Because I wonder if I want to. Do you want to show it during the stream or should I show you after? Because
after probably.
the thing is, it's based on the Andrew Lloyd Webber musical.
Yes, I would rather watch it after. So because I don't want to.
It's got Gerard Butler as the Phantom. And I don't know if you've ever seen the commercial. You remember the yogurt commercial where it's those like a bunch of kids asleep and there's that Jamaican guy singing, and I wake up in the night and I'm still asleep. I really don't know what to toast. Do you remember that commercial? I don't know if you got that. I don't know if that was Canadian.
Probably Canadian because it's really weird.
Gerard Butler, when he sings, sounds like a loud Jamaican screaming.
Most underrated Batman villain. Ooh.
The Man Bat, and Clayface.
Clayface. This is tough to choose. Most underrated.
No, you know what? The Mad Hatter.
That's a good one.
Mad Hatter, Scarface.
Scarface is underrated too. I want to. Ra's al Ghul is one of his most well-known ones. He's gotten plenty of appearances.
Tweedledum, Tweedledee,
Killer Moth, Firefly. You know what? Because a lot of these villains, like Penguin's not overrated, Riddler's not overrated, Mr. Freeze isn't. Like, there's some of the main. I might say, in terms of being underrated, not really utilized much, I'd say Firefly because Firefly is hardly utilized.
Yeah, there's Scarecrow. I think is a little underrated.
Well, Scarecrow gets a lot. That's the thing too. Scarecrow's been like the main villain in a lot of things. It's tough for me to choose because his main rogues have been showcased a lot in movies and TV. So I'm trying to think of ones that haven't really.
No, I know who is, and I really think he needs to make a comeback at some point. Egghead. Say what you will about the '60s show.
He really needs
one of the best Batman villains ever, and I think he really needs a comeback. Like he needs to make a major comeback. You know here's how you do Egghead. He's not about the egg shit. Like he kind of is. His whole thing is gimmick is bombs that look like eggs, like grenades. Like he throws egg grenades, grenade eggs. There.
Flatlanders 9090. Okay, but yeah, underrated villains. Like there's a lot of good ones.
King Tut.
King Tut's a lot of fun. I really want to see. Well, we're finally getting Riddler back again. We need a Mr. Freeze again. We really need Mr. Freeze.
Yeah,
we really need a comic accurate Ra's al Ghul.
Huh?
Because Liam Neeson is far from an accurate Ra's al Ghul.
Actually, I heard news. Liam Neeson's actually going to be retiring from acting soon.
Oh,
I think he wants to do the Obi-Wan spinoff, but I think after that he might retire.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's only so many times you can do like
800. He's almost 70. That's the
right.
thing.
I mean, there's only so many times you can try and have like 800 cuts to get around him hopping a fence. So
yeah, so I haven't seen those movies, so I couldn't tell you.
First one has the one speech. Second one, I had the flu. Like when I went to go see it, I went to a midnight screen. And like during the middle of the movie, I went to use the bathroom, and I stayed there for like half hour.
You know what? The only time I ever got sick at a movie, believe it or not, was Big Mama's House 2.
Yeah, I mean,
it was so bad, I threw up, and I actually got the fever.
I got sick like physically watching Blair Witch, the most recent one, because it was all shaky cam, and I had like
bad.
It was the only movie experience that ever made me feel physically sick.
Question is it better than fucking Book of Shadows?
The thing is, I might want to try and get. It's like it's not horrible. It's not like acting's bad. It's just the shaky cam made me feel physically sick, and I can't watch it's like I can't play first person shooter games.
The first movie is a genuine horror movie, and I remember seeing it in theaters, and it scared the shit out of me. But then I remember the sequel came out, and people hated it. Apparently, you know what it was with Book of Shadows? It wasn't even meant to be a sequel. It wasn't even meant to be a sequel. They decided, I think because the studio bought the movie rights for whatever they're making, they did reshoots that made it a sequel. It was never intended to be a sequel. It was a small little independent film, but then the studio loved it so much because they were all about because the first film was independent. They loved it so much that they pretty much said, let's make this the sequel so we don't even have to work on it, and we'll just do a couple of reshoots. And that's why that movie was a big fucking mess. The same thing with I don't know about Resurrection. Halloween Resurrection was just meant to be a Blair Witch ripoff.
I don't know. Well, no, what's different, if you want to look at that, most of the Hellraiser sequels, the straight-to-video ones, are all just different movies that got the name slapped on them. Or like what J.J. Abrams did with some of his Cloverfield movies.
Yeah. So, The Descent's a good one. That's a great movie. That's one of my favorite movies. The Fly is great. So my plan is, David, well, I guess we'll probably wrap it up.
Yes. So
if you guys want to go follow me, check out my YouTube channel. It's Big Jack Films. I'm on Facebook, Twitter. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. I have Patreon.
I did give you a follow on Instagram, Jack.
You know, I don't use much Instagram. I'm more of a TikTok guy. You know,
Okay.
I gotta get hit with the kids. I gotta get hit with the kids. So, if you guys want to go follow me on all those platforms, you can. If you want to support my Patreon, just $1 more, we'll get you early access to all of our content, as well as other special features. If you go on now and donate, you can check out our latest episode of the first episode of Season 6. It is out right now on Patreon. It will be released on the 29th. It will be on the first Inuyasha movie. We'll say that in a sec. And currently my plans right now, I'm already working on my next episode. After the Inuyasha movie, I'm doing another Valentine's Day special. Not in the vein of the last one. This one's a Let's Talk, actually. It's a Let's Talk.
Jack, you know you're going to have to reference your previous video.
Oh, I probably will. But I do have a couple.
No, I got a funny idea for it. You know how we're trapped in a pandemic? Basically, like, you're excited because it's Valentine's Day and you're going to expect something like that. And it's like, sorry, Jack, can't during the... You can, if it's 18, then you can talk about the heart virus or...
No, I actually do that. I do kind of that in the opening scene because... I've set up in my show that the reason 18's kind of not been around much is, one, because Batty Alana has been very busy, so she has been unavailable. So, and she understands that, and she wants to come back at some point. She's just taking a bit of a break. But we've written in since the Power Rangers review that she's on some sort of diplomatic mission to get us more allies, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm making a joke where it's like, well, I would go on a date with her, but, you know, unfortunately, she's on her mission. She's been gone for a year, and it kind of sucks. And it's just going to cut to me, zoom in. All around me are familiar faces. It's good. There's a little nod there, but there's not going to be too much. It's kind of like Batman Forever. Do I need skin-tight vinyl and a whip? Not to the second one. You know? So that's... There
you go, Jack. You were fantastic.
Thank you so much. But yeah,
meanwhile, shut up, Sean.
But yeah, Kingzilla, I will be bringing back the Let's Talk in my next episode after the Inuyasha movie, and it's going to be on a really cool subject. I think you guys are really going to like it. It's an actual discussion. So it's going to be discussing something I've been wanting to talk about for a while, and I figured, hey, month of love, Valentine's Day, why not bring it up? It is a very romantic subject, but it's a romantic subject it's not a porno. It's nothing like that. Far from it. We're not going that route again. I don't think I can find it. I don't think there's any more King Kong pornos out there anyway.
Ooh, Jaws 5. We have Jaws 5.
I have an idea to talk about that as a Let's Talk, but a lot of people have been wanting me to talk about Cruel Jaws. Oh, fuck that piece of shit.
I need to review the Jaws movies at some point.
Honestly, Cruel Jaws is? Cruel Jaws is what Godzilla's Revenge is to the franchise. It's a clip show. If there's one thing I hate about movies, I hate sequels that are clip shows. Like, I know you like Godzilla's Revenge, but I hate it because it's like 50% a clip show.
Mm-hmm.
And Jaws 5, Cruel Jaws, the unofficial sequel, it's a clip show. I hate it for that. Oh, look, it's Jaws 1. Oh, look, it's Jaws 2. Oh, look, it's Great White. Oh, look, it's National Geographic footage. The whole movie was made, literally, it was the equivalent of what Ed Wood said. I can tell you right now, I can make a whole movie out of this stock footage. Like, that's the whole movie. It's just stock footage from the Jaws movies and Great White. And look, Great White's a better movie. I'd rather review that.
I've seen a lot of bad shark movies. I need to check out Cruel Jaws.
I can't do anything after, like, I think after 1995, I can't do any more shark movies.
Deep Blue Sea.
That I can talk about because that's a good one. But I want to talk about Jaws 5. I've thought about doing like a fan trailer of it because there's a really good fan trailer out there that uses footage of Richard Dreyfuss from What About Bob.
I saw that one too.
And I love it because like the whole thing is because the whole idea is that in that movie Richard Dreyfuss goes insane, but it's for Bill Murray. But like there's that one shot I love, and it kind of makes sense that he's talking about the shark. He's like, gone? He's not gone. That's the whole point. Like he's talking about the shark, and I
need to rewatch What About Bob. That movie's funny.
I actually want to quickly pitch my idea for Jaws 5.
I'm on vacation.
Basically, the idea is that Richard Dreyfuss is really the only one alive. It's him and his like family, and they're gonna go check out Amity, but Amity's become a ghost town. And
so basically, the original Jaws 2.
yeah, it's basically Amity's become a ghost town, and there's like one old guy, a couple people who maintain the town for a little bit, but they come in, they're all like haunted. It's like something out of a Stephen King movie where like they go up to Richard Dreyfuss, it's like, Sonny, nobody's been around these here parts for almost 40 years. Not since the Brodies moved out of town in '87.
Yeah, Ellen went crazy. She had an episode of psychotic depression after her husband died.
Up that like the town has actually gone to complete shit since the Brodies left.
Yeah, you could do that too.
And or even bring up the fact that if you want to ignore the sequels, you'd be like, this town has been out of business for almost 50 years, Sonny. That's since the Chalk incident of '75, right?
Jaws.
And so I might have you come in to do the narration, right?
Jaws 2.
The one line I love in that there's another fan trailer that uses the audio from the Alien trailer, and at the end it says, "This summer, never go in the water again."
Yeah, this summer, fuck the ocean.
But just to hear that in the guy's voice, like the trailer guy's voice, just say that.
This summer, fuck the ocean.
No, just be like, next summer, never go in the water again.
Next summer, welcome to.
No, you know what it is? It's like, next summer, never go in the water again. The final chapter in the Jaws saga.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun,
that's the thing. Like, I had this idea for a sequel, like to do a fan trailer, and one of the things I thought of is that when Richard Dreyfuss finally comes, like the thing is there is shark attacks, but here's what happens. He finally goes out to confront it. The shark was never there. It was all in his head, and it turns out the people who were killed, it was a boating accident. And then it turns out the whole thing was about post-traumatic stress disorder and how the idea is that it's kind of an interesting idea is that it brings it full circle. The fact that the movie had shark sightings increased in reality and people were actually killing sharks because of the movie. So the idea is at the end, Richard Dreyfuss has to battle his primal fear, which is one of the biggest aspects of the movie. And so, but basically every time we see the shark, it's actually from his nightmare, from his point of view, right?
Right.
And so eventually the lesson is that it was all in his head, and he actually goes to study sharks, like to study great whites and say they're actually not as bad as we made them out to be. It was just that. But what about that one shark in '75? That was one shark out of a million.
Yep.
So that's the idea. The idea is that it was just one time. Rarely does this happen. And then, but no, I guarantee you try to pitch that to Universal and they would say, no, you got to show the shark. We got to pull an Alien Covenant. We got to pull it. Like, just give the audience what they want. The shark killing people. No, I'm not doing that. Fuck that shit.
I wouldn't make a Jaws movie if it didn't have a shark in it, though.
Well, yeah, you showed the shark, but the twist at the end is that it was all in his head.
That's what Jaws 4 is. It's a bullshit thing, because how else does the shark travel to the Bahamas?
No, like, the idea is that, no, here's what you do, right? Like, you tease your audience. You have, where the trailer shows the shark, you're expecting this. But basically, every time there's an event, like a shark attack, and you see the shark attack, it cuts back to Richard Dreyfuss waking up from a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
And you only do it sparingly, but at the end, you have it where it turns out they were actually boating accidents, they were accidents, and that was just his trauma.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not that he sees the act. So basically, the idea is that you're showing the accident, but right when it shows the shark, you're showing his nightmare. You're actually segging way into the next scene, into his nightmare. It's not him seeing the dreams. It's him actually. That's when every time you see the shark, that's Richard's nightmares.
Okay, good concept. Hey, Raven of Azrath. Sorry,
I think that would be so that way you can still do the shark, but you can also challenge your audience.
Right. Understandable.
And I would, you know what I would call it? I would just call it Jaws 5. Or no, what I would call it? Jaws Resurface.
Jaws the Revenge.
No, Jaws. Just Jaws. No, we've already done Jaws the Revenge.
I know.
No, Jaws the Redemption.
Hey, you know what, Jack? No. We can do Jaws the Revenge again because there's a trend in movies now where the sequels have the exact same title as the original movie.
I ain't having that shit. No, I would know what I would call it because it would bring it full circle. Jaws the Redemption.
The head is pretty sway. I would love to see Jaws prequel. Okay, you know what? There's that Nick Cage movie, which is basically the Indianapolis Shark movie.
That was one. I think
You know what?
that was one of the
We can
original
get
ideas for
Robert Shaw's son, who sounds and looks just like him.
There you go. And
You know
what you call it? It has to. See, you have to put R in the title with the word R for the subtitle.
Hang on, let me see if I can find the clip of him, because like there's a clip of him talking, and he's like, "You all know me. I'll catch this bird for you, but it ain't gonna be easy. Bad fish, not like going on the pound and chasing bluegills or tommy cats."
I know, but like, here's the thing: if you do a prequel, you have to call it.
Right. He sounds just like.
You all know me. I earn a living.
I can't believe that's his boy.
Hey, thank you.
He looks exactly like him.
Out in the making of Jaws. We hope to see some of you in Brighton or in Edinburgh. The Daily Jaws.
I think his dad would be proud of him.
He sounds and looks just like his dad. It's
But
him.
here's the thing, right? It's like, if you do a prequel about the Indianapolis, you have to put Jaws R-word subtitle. What would it be for a prequel? Think of a title like an R word that sums up a prequel.
Why does that have to be an R word?
Because Jaws the Revenge, Jaws the Redemption.
Jaws Unleashed began with a U.
No, that doesn't count.
I'm counting it.
No, it has to be like a prequel sort of R name. People in the comments come up with something.
Jaws Revision.
Not revision.
Jaws Revisited. Jaws Revisited.
No, that would be no, you just call it Jaws Remake. Jaws Remade, the remake. No, I would do
Baby Shark Time for Time. Baby Shark.
It would just basically have to be like, I don't know, not Resurrection.
Jaws Rekindled. Jaws Rekindled.
No, it has to be like a prequel name, like to say this is the beginning.
Jaws Reimagined.
No.
Jaws Relived.
Jaws Relived. Jaws Retold. That would just be the novel. Jaws Reached.
Jaws Rejected.
Jaws the Incel.
Jaws Regretted.
No. Say I do Jaws the Redemption, and it's like it's the fifth film, and it's the final one. Then Jaws Resurgence. There you go. That's a good one.
I thought that was already said. Jaws Reach. Sean Don't Sing. You don't want me to sing with my immaculate voice?
But I was gonna say, you know what? No, it's funny.
All right, Sean won't sing, but Perfect Cell will sing.
That's funny.
Baby Shark.
They do Jaws. I do Jaws the Redemption, the fifth film, and the studio wants another one because that one made money. They say, let's just call it Jaws Resurrection.
And we'll get Busta Rhymes back in there as reprising his role from. You know what? That was the Universal movie, so it can happen.
Yes, it's like, smile, you son of a bitch, motherfucker. Smile, motherfucker. Oh my god. No, then you get fucking, I don't know, like you have it where like the shark was a clone because it's the resurrection.
Oh
like alien resurrection. You get Brad Dourif being the mad scientist.
Don't sing that Baby Shark. You're making me want to sing it.
Dude, that would be funny. That would be funny.
Baby Shark.
Oh, fuck. Okay, you know what? Jaws Reborn might be a good one because it's basically the birth of the shark.
It's basically kind of my YouTube name too, Jaws Reborn, J Reborn in there. So,
hey, but I would say I would call the fifth film Jaws the Redemption.
Jaws Ready Player One. Jaws Ready.
Jaws Ready. Oh, there you go. There's the beginning. Jaws Ready.
Jaws Re-Experienced. Jaws Rejected.
Jaws Raid.
Jaws Rejected. Jaws Revamped. Jaws Restarted.
That's all reset titles.
Jaws Regretful.
Jaws the Request. They hire the shark to kill a person.
I want to make a shark movie really badly. You know those cheesy 90s films where it's always a kid finds an animal or some crazy creature and befriends it, and they have to keep it a secret for the parents, kind of like an E.T. type deal.
Oh,
I want one where it's a kid who befriends a killer shark.
So Shark Boy Origins.
No, he's going to befriend the killer shark, and the shark's going to talk. And it's going to be filmed like a big family picture, except people die these most graphic deaths, and every character thinks they're in one of those cheesy kids movies.
Oh,
That's what I do. Jaws Ragnarok, Jaws Rampage,
hang on.
Jaws Michael Giacchino. No, I get John Williams back to the score. He can come back for Star Wars. He can come back for Jaws.
Well, I think he's retired. I think Rise of Skywalker was his last movie.
He'll make more. He won't retire.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna look this up. Hang on.
Jaws
Find
rested.
an R word that has
Jaws Resistance.
No, that's just where all the sharks rebel against
Jaws Rebellion.
They all let's see. I'm just trying to see here.
Jaws row your boat. Gotta love black comedy. Yep, that's what I do. This ape.
There's got to be something.
What do you think of the new Robin comic coming? Well, I talked about this in my solicitations video. I am really stoked for that new Robin solo book. I made a couple videos on it, but I really am looking forward to it.
I got it. Jaws Arising.
But it's not beginning with an R though.
But it's still sort of R. That's the closest.
No, Jack, you can't do that. It doesn't count.
Why would you say Jaws?
Well, technically, it doesn't begin with an R. Jaws Revelations.
Oh God, Jaws
revealed.
Jaws reloaded.
Yep.
He has a gun. They turned the shark into a gun.
Jaws vs. Godzilla. There's a funny YouTube video called
Jaws Reloaded. They basically take the mechanical shark from the movie and turn it into a gun.
Jaws vs. Godzilla. There is a funny Jaws vs. the Orca Crew on YouTube video, or Godzilla vs. the Orca Crew on YouTube. Somebody just edited together scenes of Jaws and Godzilla. It's pretty funny.
Jaws Rises. There you go. Jaws Rises. Or Jaws the Rising.
Yeah.
And that would be the prequel. The Rise
Jaws
of Jaws.
Redemption. Jaws Recognition.
I would say Jaws the bad R word, but nah.
Yeah, Jaws Rises. Jaws Returns.
Jaws Returns with Danny DeVito. and he's the shark and he bites people's noses off, brought to you by McDonald's.
Oh man.
Jaws Returns would be a good title. I'm not gonna lie. That would be a good title.
Jaws Returns.
Jaws the Return.
Return
of the Shark. Return of the Jaws.
Yep. Jaws Riled, Jaws Recognized, Jaws...
Race to Jaws Mountain. The shark is a giant volcano. A volcano shark.
Jaws Racer, the game. I don't know.
Jaws. Yeah, you have to drive all the boats from the movie and get away from the shark. It's a racing game.
Jaws... All right, no more. Jaws Reaper, Jaws Row...
Jaws Reproduction. Or Reproduced.
Yeah, all right. I think we've done enough.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody have any last minute questions before we go ahead and end the stream? We've gotten it to 2 hours and 47 minutes.
That's fun. A little after show.
Yeah, just a little brief after show. We talked some stuff. Jack, it's been a lot of fun having you on here tonight. Because I know the Batman Robin one, you couldn't finish the whole thing.
I couldn't make that one. It's just because I had a couple things happening that night. But that
right. But you showed up for a bit of it, and you watched all of Forever because you and I are big Forever fans. I mean, we've talked about
to plug in my stuff. I mean, obviously, if you guys go to my Patreon and see my new episode, but tune in Thursday, I will be doing a 1-minute movie of Batman Forever.
I've seen it. It's very funny. You got to watch the other ones too. He's got Batman and Robin as well coming up.
That's coming up next week. That'll be next week.
Yeah, all of you have to watch them. They're a minute long. They're a lot of fun. You're gonna have to do the Nolan trilogy.
At some point, I want to take a break and focus on other movies. Like my next one, I want to do is By the Sword. I think that's a pretty easy movie to do. But I mean, I'm slowly gonna work on those. They're not gonna be like a weekly episode. I think they're just when I feel like doing them because
they're just for fun. So
yeah.
But you got anything else to plug? You got your biggie new
guys, go check out my channel. Go support my Patreon if you want to see the new episode of my reviews early. I am coming back with a lot more content. I am gonna do more opening nights. I'm gonna bring those back at some point. I've got more TikTok compilations. I've got more stuff for Kong coming up. I've got a lot of stuff happening. So you guys can check me out there. Obviously, go subscribe to this guy. He's amazing.
Thank you. I try. And my dog is barking like crazy now.
I think that's a good time to wrap it. So, guys, we'll see you guys later. Like, comment, subscribe to this video. Share it around.
We got to end with Batman.
And until then, JT was born. Big Jack Film signing off saying, Batman!
Batman! Yay!